Jake Asman Show will begin shortly. Thanks to all these great Patreon members who help support the show. Get your super chats ready. Jake will be here in just a moment. If you love the New York Jets, this is the place to be. And now, the Jake Asman Show.
The Jets hosted the Giants for the first of two joint practices. Who won the day? We'll talk to Robbie Sabbo about that and much more. It's the Jake Asman Show. Let's hit it and get it started.
Man, AG's first training camp with the New York Jets is underway.
We bleed Jets green each and every day. Will the playoff drought finally end? Kings of the offseason, baby. This is what we do. At least we have Garrett Wilson. We have Breece Hall. Please subscribe and hit the like button below. Super chats, baby. Cut the line. We have Sauce Gardner. We have Quinn Williams. Prepare to be underdogs. Now it's time to talk all things New York Jets. It's the Jake Asman Show.
Prepare for a watch party this Saturday night. Come watch the Jets and the Giants with me and the Asmaniacs at T Squared Social. $18 tickets. You get a free beer, a free shot, a raffle ticket to win tickets to a Jets game, signed Breece Hall, jersey framed, and oh yeah, Aaron Glenn signed jersey, Wayne Corbett signed jersey, more prizes, free giveaways. It's going to be an absolute blast. Buy your ticket. Once again, it's $18 right now. It increases by $5, $23 starting Friday. So lock in your spot and be a part of what will be an awesome, awesome night watching the Jets and the Giants all together. With that said, let's check in with a man who actually saw the Jets and the Giants go at it, albeit in a joint practice. We say hello to the co-founder of JetX, JetsXFactor.com, Robbie Sabbo. Robbie, what a day. Joint practice, Jets and the Giants. Felt like there was magic in the air at one Jets drive.
Yeah, dude, it's kind of long on your show. JetX is infiltrated Asmaniac Town, I feel like. And Wayne Corbett was there. So for those interested, we're going to be doing a show at 7 tonight at Jets X Factor. Corbett, my people, is fired. Glenn has him fired up. I know Asmaniacs are fired up from Saturday's game. We haven't been on since then, right? No.
We have not. We'll get into that.
We'll get into that. I'm sure. So it's not just you guys. I mean, like ex-legends are too. And you have a right to be. Yes, it's just preseason. You don't want to get too crazy. But when you look at the tangible things that you wanted to see changed, it's all positive stuff.
Ladies and gentlemen, a super chat has already come through from 25. He says, Justin Fields, 10-plus rushing touchdowns, is plus 220 on FanDuel. I think that's a lock. And ladies and gentlemen, we're presented today by FanDuel. So, of course, I will read that super chat.
That's a radio pro right there, let me tell you.
And I'll tell you what, I don't hate that bet. I do think Justin Fields is capable of having 10 rushing touchdowns or more, given the offense they want to run. The only concern you might have with a bet like that, 25, is there's other running backs on the team that are pretty good that could steal some of those touchdowns. And can Fields make it through a full 17-game season healthy to eclipse that number? But I don't hate that bet. Plus, it allowed me to plug the sponsor. Robbie, real quick, your thoughts on that, and then let's talk about what stood out today during this joint practice.
Yeah, cons are the biggest con is Braylon Allen, excuse me. He's a big boy, and could he snag a couple from Fields and Fields finish with 7 or 8? Possibly. But if you're betting on Fields' legs, I think touchdowns is the best way to go because, I mean, they're going to be doing a lot of things down there, and when you have a running quarterback, Lamar, Jaden Daniels, Hurts, Fields, when the space gets tight, guys scamper. And instead of throwing it away, they scamper to try to score. So I think that's a good bet, 10.
Hit the like button if you're just tuning in. Robbie Sabbo is our guest. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get to today's joint practice. Robbie, what to you was the biggest takeaway from the first of now 2 joint practices these 2 franchises will have?
So, a disclaimer, it's 2 fields. I don't know if fans realize the setup. There are 2 fields. The Jets fans are on the offensive side of the field, or on the offensive field, where it's the first team Jets offense against the first team Giants defense. I started there, in which Fields got off to a hot start. The offense was working on really short, quick timing stuff, 3-step, even in 7-on-7. I was there for the full 7-on-7 session. Hit Garrett Wilson a couple times, 3, 4, 2 yards, modest gains. Hit Mason Taylor a couple times, modest gains, really quick stuff. When the Giants started creeping up a little bit, 7-on-7, he hit Garrett it wasn't exactly an over. It was sort of like an 8 to 10 yard in-breaker and made the completion. I think I tweeted it out. I'd like to see a little more touch, a little more anticipation. I'm nitpicking, still had the completion. So he was solid in 7-on-7s. However, once teams started, Field started, I think, 4 for 5 or 5 for 5. Still a good start. And at that point, I went to the defensive side of the field. And for those who don't know, if you're watching the defense, you get to go up top. So you can watch the defense, kind of keep an eye on the offense. You don't get a great idea, but some of our friends, Will Parkinson, Antoine, filled me in a little bit later. So Fields got off hot, kind of trailed, but the Jets' first-team defense dominated Russell Wilson and the Giants' first-team offense. Dart and the second-team Giants offense had some plays against the second-team Jets defense. Their coverage wasn't as buttoned up. But when you're talking about first team, Jets defense looked solid. Tufele broke in on the first rotation. Tackle.
He's a good player, man. I'm starting to buy the Tufele hype that this guy could be a real piece of this defense next to Quinnen.
Dude, he is really showing something. McDonald with another spin move for a sack would have been a sack. Obviously, they weren't tackling to the ground. The coverage. Michael Carter never makes a mistake. This guy, I forgot what play it was. I'll look at my tweets to remind myself, but this guy is never out of position ever. So, first team defense continues its high marks.
So worth noting, right? Russell Wilson, he struggled, but he didn't have his best player out there. Malik Neighbors held out of practice. They're working him in. He's dealing with, I think it's a toe injury or something. So they're being careful with him. I don't know if he'll even practice tomorrow, which is a bummer because I think we all wanted to see Sauce versus Neighbors in that matchup that everyone would be so excited to watch play out.
True. And also, to be fair, with no Neighbors, but also to be fair, when they close practice in terms of instead of 2 fields, go to 1 field, red zone type drills, just kind of hype it up, get it in front of the fans. And the first rotation was Wilson and the Giants offense, and 2 or 3 completions, a run. They marched right down the field and scored. I think Tony Adams was the culprit, man coverage in the end zone. So, tip the cap to Russell Wilson and the Giants offense on that series. But other than that, the Jets first team defense did really well.
Hit the like button if you're just tuning in. Robbie Sabbo is with us in his weekly spot following today's Jet-Giant joint practice at One Jet Stride. They shift to the Giants facility next to MetLife tomorrow, and then that's it for the week as far as practice. Some walkthroughs for the Jets Thursday, Friday, and then the game, of course, is Saturday night. Uno Jets with a super chat. He says, "Let's go, Jets." Uno, you won a Garrett Wilson t-shirt on my show this morning. Email me your size, your actual name, the address, and we will get that sent out to you. For those who want the same shirt that Uno Jets won, well, here's what you do. You go to jakeasman.com, and you hit the t-shirt button in the merch store, and guess what? You'll see this G5 shirt, which is available for you to purchase. Shout out to you, Uno Jets. The Human Fund is the first Asmaniac to gift a membership today. And why don't I share with the general public what we're playing for today, Robbie? Yeah. Jermaine Johnson cleared from the PUP list. He was out there practicing. This was Jermaine after practice today talking about being back out there.
Great. I'm ready. I feel ready to go, but I trust them. Like I like to say, they're backing the Ferrari off the truck a little cautiously right now, so I understand it. But I'm ready to go.
We chose Ferrari. Nice.
Easing him in is Jermaine Johnson with the New York Jets. We are not easing him in on this show. We're giving away a signed Jermaine Johnson jersey. The white JJ jersey on the screen is the jersey I raffle away to one lucky listener at the end of the stream. Real quick on JJ, because I know he wasn't out there in teams and it was a very light workload. What did you see from him, if anything, and your expectations for him as the Jets kind of get him amped up to play week 1?
I think, Achilles, I think it's wise to temper expectations. The fact that it's, still relatively early in the month, August 12th, and he's back, not in teams yet, I think it's a positive sign. He's back this early. I was starting to get worried a little bit that he wasn't activated about a week ago or, 10, 14 days ago. But, the fact that he's already activated is fine. And I think they're doing the right thing. So temper expectations, but, try to imagine him in Glenn and Wilk's scheme. And based on what we saw in the preseason, I think he could do serious damage. And they really need him because, and I know what fans feel about Clemens. Clemens he's nice to have as a, fourth fourth edge on your team where you put him in there and goal line and base, a bigger type edge. But they need Jermaine Johnson opposite McDonald, no question about it.
When it comes to the other injuries here, worth noting, Tyrod Taylor, he had a scope on his knee. Glenn said that they think he'll be ready for week 1, but it's not definitive. And then I read, Brady Cook,
yeah, I saw that.
Suffered some sort of injury. Glenn says it's not serious. But there was a scenario where Tyrod was going to be out, Brady Cook was down, and then the only backup to Justin Fields was Adrian Martinez, who doesn't have any NFL experience. So hopefully Tyrod is healthy and he'll be ready for week 1. But Glenn said after practice today that he's not going to play in the preseason in all likelihood. And I guess he could miss the first week. Your thoughts on the injury updates we got from Glenn?
I'm thrilled Cook is not seriously injured. I was next to, I think it was actually Parkinson and Antoine again when it happened near the end. Those red zone drills I was talking about when the teams came together. Quick receiver screen to the right, and you're kind of behind the bench, so you don't see everything. And I saw the ball kind of flutter. It got there. It was complete, little high, but it wasn't sharp. The timing was fine, but the pass wasn't sharp. And then I hear someone go, he's down. So apparently Brady Cook went down right away, like a la Rodgers with the Achilles. Tried to get up, couldn't go down. So it didn't look good initially. But then as I tweeted this, he started walking, and it didn't seem like an Achilles. So that's really good to hear because I know fans, and based on the production from the preseason game, Adrian Martinez outplayed him, had a better game, played the second half, but he played against much lesser competition. Cook was in there against the starters. I mean, did the Giants? I still have to go through Cook's reps, but he was in there against tougher competition. And the improvement I've seen from OTAs until now has been mind-boggling. I still think he has an outside chance to make the team, save for injury, because I would not want to lose him at this point. Now it's dependent upon him to keep it going and keep growing. And from the preseason until now, Martinez has closed the gap. So,
he was better in the game from what I saw too on Saturday.
He was better in the game, had more production, but I gotta warn everyone to be careful. The situations were very, very different. The competition against Cook was a lot fiercer. At the same time, this goes against him. I think he's playing a little bit too safe. To get to where he's at, he had to tone it down and play within the scheme and learn the scheme and show the coaches, hey, I'm doing the right thing. But I think at this point, he's got to reverse it the other way and open it up and show what he's got. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Hit the like button, comments, questions, super chats. Mark Ferrero, who will be at our watch party on Saturday, he just gifted one channel membership to enter the Jermaine Johnson signed jersey raffle. And Frank P going for it all, a 10 spot of channel memberships. Hey now.
We're the freaking New York Jets, so we're built for this shit.
Love it. Thank you to Mark. Thank you to Frank. Here are the 10 people that got memberships from Frank, Rick Leal, Vladdy P, Matt, Turtle Power, Devin, McNamon, Easy, To the Moon, Sacrifice Little Joey for a championship every time, and Matt all received a membership. Mark's gifted membership went to listener, Ghost, Ackley. There's over 370 of you in here live right now. Click that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Some other takeaways that I wanted to get your thoughts on, but real quick, Alan Lazard, Jet fans, Glenn saying that it's about a 2-week injury for Lazard. So I don't think his roster spot was in jeopardy anyway, but now I definitely don't think they're going to cut him because he'll be back in time for the start of the year. So Alan Lazard, your thoughts, who could step up in his absence? I know Tyler Johnson had a huge catch today that the Jets themselves posted. Is he a guy that now is like the de facto starter next to Reynolds and Garrett Wilson and the 11 players out there in the base package?
They posted that. I got to see that. I kind of saw it from across the way. I see it. Nice catch.
It was a dart by Fields too.
I don't know if did he start on the other side? It was either over route or an out from the slot. Tough catch, nice catch.
7 route, Glenn said.
Okay, so it was a corner. Yeah, I mean that's an excellent throw, excellent catch. Yeah, I think Tyler Johnson, he's looking good. Lazard, it makes me laugh because the Bermuda Triangle of torture Jets players right now, in terms of the eyes of the fans, are Lazard, Clemens, and Gibson. Right? Am I kind of in the ballpark there with those three? So I'll just say this: keep this in mind. A coach like Glenn Engstrand, this type of offense, every single player on the offense is valuable in terms of the rushing game. And Garrett Wilson, we know he's not the best blocker. He's not terrible, but he's not the best blocker. So they view those two other receivers in the 11 personnel, Reynolds and Lazard, as very valuable blockers. So I think Lazard is more than safe unless the injury turns out to be something serious. And by the way, everyone keeps thinking 12 personnel, a lot of fullback. Yeah, they're going to sprinkle that stuff in, but I think they're going to run a lot more 11 personnel than people think. Why? Because they have the blocking advantage there. Reynolds and Lazard against DBs is a better matchup as opposed to Stone Smart and Rucker against box players. So keep that in mind.
John Simpson back out there today. Love
Gibson
to see that.
too. Yep.
Gibson back out there.
Mason
Quinnen
Taylor.
Williams back out there. And you read my mind. Mason Taylor was making some great plays I kept reading today. What did you see from him specifically?
Yeah, he right from the jump 7-on-7. I'm seeing a highlight here from Martinez to Mason Taylor. How about that? I think. But by the way, now that I think about it, it was Mason Taylor. Now that I think about it, Martinez, what you like about the Cook Martinez thing is Martinez, they've been rotating all summer and since OTAs. Martinez was ahead of him in OTAs, I felt. Brady Cook came on strong from the start of camp up until this past weekend. And in my mind is still ahead of Martinez. But guess what? They rewarded Martinez for the preseason performance because he was the number 2 quarterback today in 7-on-7s. So you got to love that. But what I saw from Mason Taylor, a lot of short stuff. They were really deliberate and really intent with the 3-step stuff in 7-on-7. Caught a few balls from Fields immediately underneath. And, worked with the second team also, as you see with this highlight that we were explaining from Martinez.
Glenn, afterwards today, Robbie, I don't know if you were there for his presser. He said that, I wrote it down because I was actually like, wow. He said Mason Taylor had, quote, a hell of a day. Glenn was with the offense today. So, Glenn is not just giving out compliments unless he really has conviction with it. Mason Taylor, I guess it's a good thing he's been this impressive already, but it sounds like he's like not just like their starting tight end. He's like a major focal point of their passing attack and what they want to do in the running game as well.
He is. He absolutely is. And I think I forgot about a different guy. Rucker's part of that.
He caught a touchdown today, I saw.
Yep, he caught a touchdown. He's part of that group with all those boys. And by the way, listen, I get it. Rucker has had his issues. Rucker has to block to be valuable on this team. He has to block to be tight end too. I don't think his game in Green Bay was great in terms of that. I'm still looking at it. But I'll tell you this, before the game started, the previous 7 to 10 days, up until the deflected interceptions to Brandon Stevens, the 2 of them, which I know fans have heard about, he was outplaying Mason Taylor. Mason Taylor had a few drops. Rucker was catching everything. Then the deflection happened, the first one. It was more on Rucker. Tyrod could have placed it and had more touch, more on Rucker. Second one, I don't put out Rucker at all. It was outstretched to the inside, rolling to the sideline. Tyrod, it was a quarterback sin to throw it to the inside outstretched. But still, Rucker's got a block. Solid day today. He just can't drop passes. That's been his MO. He has not been shorthanded enough. Just catch the passes thrown to you and block. That's what he's got to do.
Comments, questions, super chats will cut the line, ladies and gentlemen. Frank P says, can you give those memberships to Stack? For those who are always watching the show live, Stack is a valued member of our community. And what a gesture by Frank P to give those 10 memberships to Stack. Absolutely. How about our guy Neil checking in? He wants in on the Jermaine Johnson jersey raffle. He is in for 5.
Hello? You play to win the game.
Yeah, baby. That's what we're playing for today. A signed JJ jersey. Purple Belt Mike, who loves the Jets. He loves the Dark Knight. He gave himself 10 chances to win a signed Jermaine Johnson jersey at the end of the stream. Uno Jets with a super chat. Thank you, Jake. Just so you know, we're going to the playoffs this season, 10-7. Robbie, what do you make of all the people who saw the preseason game on Saturday and have adjusted their win total projections from 6, 7 to 9, 10, and here come the New York Jets, baby?
Hey, you know me. You know, I shocked the hell out of you a couple months ago, or OTAs. I don't know when it was. When you asked me for a win projection, and I said 8 or 9, 8-9 or 9-8. I was right around 500. I remain steadfast. Douglas did a great job with the personnel. I think they have a lot of talent. I just think they were as badly coached as any football team I've ever seen in my life. I remain steadfast to that. So we'll see how it plays out for Glenn. I think it's fine to be excited. Now, listen, there are times when you get fooled. The Browning-Nagel 92 Jets were 6-0 in the preseason.
Were you fooled? Were you a big Browning-Nagel guy back in your day?
I mean, when I was a little kid, you heard about Nagel, like, oh, this kid's coming. This second rounder, I think he was second round. This kid's coming. He's going to be the future. Everyone was. All the Jets kid fans were. So, you get fooled at times, but you could be excited because the tangible stuff that you see in terms of accountability, in terms of technique and blocking, when you look at the run defense, you see guys doing the right thing for the guy next to them. And that is so critical. You see Sauce, the second play of the game, he comes up to meet the running back who has nowhere to go on the weak side because they send Quincy on a rush, on a run blitz, weak side linebacker. And you look at Quincy, Clemens, and Nandi, or whoever the one tech was, they have perfect leverage outside, perfect spacing. Running back has nowhere to go. He has to wind it to the other side. Sauce kind of saves McDonald's bacon, and he does it. Like, okay, he gets dragged for a couple yards, but that's fine. That's team defense. You're holding him up until you get help, until someone rallies. You don't shoot and miss. You don't do the wrong thing for your team. So that stuff, the accountability, the base level stuff was there. And I think Jets fans should be excited about that. Whether they truly work out this year will come down to week-to-week strategy, I think. But so far, when you look at the offense and Fields, Glenn chose to minimize the importance of the quarterback as much as possible, from Rodgers to Fields. And that's not to say Fields' play isn't important. Of course it's important. But look at the O-line. Look at the rushing game. Look at the scheme with Fields, not just the quarterback alone. I think that's the point.
I think what to me has really stood out is the players continuing to talk about the accountability that they get from everyone with the organization now, and it starts with the head coach. Like Jermaine made a comment that, if Glenn makes mistakes, he'll come out and tell us, or if we make mistakes, we'll get it corrected, and everyone's being held accountable. All three units are held to the same standard. And it just feels like that obviously has not been the case for any of these players who have been around until this year. So I've been impressed. And I know you were a big fan of just the coaching in general on Saturday. I thought Engstrand called a heck of a game. I know it's a short sample size with that one drive, but I thought the other quarterbacks, they ran the offense well. The blocking was really good. I mean, I pulled this. Look at the pockets that Justin Fields had in that opening drive to deliver the football. And that was against the Packers starting defense, and they have some really good players up front. I don't know. I thought it's one game. I don't want to go crazy. It's preseason, but I thought they were really well coached on Saturday, which certainly is encouraging if you're someone who wants to find reasons for hope this season.
It's like this. You could go crazy about what you saw during the game and be positive and crazy and like, man, this is something different, while also not going crazy to think they're going to go to the playoffs or turn it around in an instant. Like, those two things aren't mutually exclusive. Go crazy about the starting of this building block, in other words. And with Engstrand and the scheme, I think I said this the other day. Listen, some of the stuff we saw under LaFleur and Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson had a great preseason. Mesh or these different concepts. A lot of it was vanilla. Green Bay was a lot more vanilla, and Green Bay they played really terribly, what I'm seeing on tape. But the thing is how they're being taught and how they're executing within this scheme. The O-line, it's one thing to know what pass protection you're in. It's another thing to execute it, push guys by, and create lanes for Fields. Fields it's one thing to know the concepts and your reads, where you're going to look left or right based on the hot, based on the blitz. It's another thing to graciously accept the underneath to Beck when no one's there. That's coaching. That's drilling it into the guys' heads what to do in certain situations. So I think the scheme matters, of course, but it's the teaching within the scheme that we have to really pay attention to, I think.
We're talking with Robbie Sabbo, co-founder, JetsXFactor.com. We got almost 500 people in here live right now, which is a monster number for a weekday show. People are fascinated by the Jets right now. So do me a favor. If you're new to the show, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button. Make sure you turn on the setting that you want to receive a gifted membership and become an official Asmaniac. We're giving away a signed Jermaine Johnson jersey at the end of the stream. I have some other questions about the joint practice that I want to get into with you, Robbie. But I'll go through some of these super chats here. C writes in, would love to see more deep shots to Garrett Wilson. We really haven't seen a whole lot of that coming from practice. And I know in the one drive against the Packers, they had the one timing route play that they were just a little off on. That was Fields' only incompletion. What
to the sideline, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What have you seen from Garrett? Do you think there's a path for the Jets to hopefully throw deep shots down the field to Garrett Wilson in this offense?
Yep, there are. But that's not atop the priority hierarchy. There's no question. It is going to be inside out. It's going to be conservative first towards aggressive second. We see it a mile away. And it's one thing to do that if you're in the ground and pound traditional type offense, Joe Gibbs, Rex Ryan. It's another when you have Fields and that extra element of East-West. That opens it up to another degree that you just can't. It's sometimes hard to emulate and replicate, and possible in practice sometimes. So that's always the thing, and I think that's the attractiveness in terms of what Glenn wanted out of Fields and why he wanted to make him his quarterback. I wouldn't worry about Garrett in terms of receptions, targets, going downfield. It'll come. It's just about taking the right steps and focusing on the right things first. And that's the running game. That's the trenches. That's the O-line. That's the quarterback understanding what's more important versus what's less important. And I keep saying Arian Smith. I like the pick initially with Arian Smith because he fits the specific purpose, which they haven't had in so long, which is a vertical guy down the field who could run vertical routes. Honestly, it doesn't even matter if he can catch, because you can't let a guy run downfield. I don't care if it's Homer Simpson running down the sideline. You still have to cover him just in case he does catch it. And, a guy that fast running down the field will take the top off, move the free safety 2 or 3 yards back. And that is so valuable for Garrett running digs, intermediate digs, or Mason Taylor or Breece Hall underneath. So that stuff will come, but I think that's for in the future.
Speaking of Mason Taylor, Mark Ferraro, he has been a channel member for 19 months. He says, Mason Taylor, tight end 2, fantasy sleeper. Can't wait to see you all Saturday. Get those shots ready. Get ready, people. Lock in your tickets for Jets-Giants watch party Saturday night at T-Squared Social. Look, I'm very excited about Mason Taylor. I just don't want every Jet fan to assume, because Brock Bowers and Sam Laporta the last 2 years have been awesome as rookies. That means the same thing's coming for Mason Taylor. But I can't not be excited about what I've heard and what I've seen. Like, he looks awesome. He looks like he's going to be a legitimate player for this team going forward.
He's a player. And like I said before, he hit a bit of a rough patch where he was dropping a few passes. Had it been 89 dropping those passes, his head would have been on a plate. But, he's a rookie, and you get leniency. But in terms of the overall play and what he's doing at his age, it's really, really impressive. Really impressive. And I think he's going to have a solid year. How big of a year in terms of, I think you mentioned fantasy, the guy, it depends on the Jets passing offense. There are legitimate questions there.
Can you talk about Breece, by the way, today in the passing offense? Because it sounds like he had a big day, used as a wide receiver in some packages, making plays.
Yeah, I must have missed the Breece receptions being on the defensive side of the field, but I'll say this, in the very first play of 7-on-7, it was interesting how they utilized Breece and Beck. I'll just say that. Both of those two guys were on the field at the same time, and it was interesting where they were lined up. I'll leave that dangling for now.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's what we call A little Sabo tease in the business.
And the whole thing with Brees and Braylon, I know Jets fans are down on Brees and high on Braylon. Dude, I've been high on Braylon for months. I'm steadfast to this too. I think he's going to be the workhorse on the ground. He's going to have more yards than Brees rushing. That doesn't mean Brees is useless. It ain't a black and white world, folks. Fields will lead the team in rushing, I think. Braylon second, Brees third. But guess what? Brees, with his touches, in this type of offense where it's timing, it's designed, it's short, it's over the middle, it's backyard stuff on the run sometimes when things break down. Do you know how valuable a guy like that is in this type of offense? Massive. So it's Garrett, it's Brees, it's Mason Taylor. I think even before you get to receiver 2. And that is big. So, stay tuned with Brees. He's going to do a lot this year.
Spencer Green in the raffle for 2. He says, will you ask Sabo how much ice you think they used on Mason Taylor's ankle? Beastbreaker said, get the ice. So I'm sure that's what they did.
Get the ice. Yeah, man. Who doesn't listen? Of course they use ice. It's wonderful. What can I got nothing else to add.
Well, let me ask you this. Beastbreaker has a pet guinea pig. His name is Little Joey. There was a big debate on the show yesterday. Would you sacrifice Little Joey's life if it guaranteed a Jets Super Bowl?
Was Beast asked this or the chat?
Beast was asked this. He flipped out, was very upset.
Oh.
But the chat voted basically 80-20 in the poll we ran.
Of course.
Yes, you'd sacrifice Little Joey's life.
I mean, I wouldn't expect anything different, that the Asmaniacs are led by murderers. Come on, of course.
Well, it's for the greater good, no? It's a Super Bowl.
I did watch Undertaker, the Darkness, the Ministry of Darkness in the late 90s. I could hop on board with that. I get it.
So you would be willing to get rid of the guinea pig then, is what you're saying?
I didn't say that, but let's pretend I did say it, but I didn't say it.
We'd build a statue outside MetLife for Little Joey. Like, his sacrifice would not be in vain.
How old is Little Joey? Has he lived a life?
He's one, but the average guinea pig, we looked it up, lives between 4 to 8 years. So, look, a Super Bowl lasts forever.
Yeah, so he's like, what is he, like 30 in human age? He's getting there.
Yeah,
I'd be interested to see what Beast has to say about this a day later. That's my interest.
Ladies and gentlemen, more of your super chats here. Let's pull this one up from Mr. Watt, who says, how was the Abdul Carter experience? Defensive Rookie of the Year bet. Yeah, what was he like to watch in person?
It's interesting what they're doing. And again, I played the I'll Yang if everyone's yinging game where everyone's watching the offense. I went to the defense. But what I did see and what I heard, they had him standing in certain spots because they have Kayvon, they have Burns. So they're tinkering with Abdul standing and mugging the A gap, which is a frightening thing if your offense is in the NFC East. He beat Tippmann pretty badly on a play. Fashanu was rock solid in terms of pass.
Was
pro.
Simpson, by the way, fully back out there in teams, like he was a full go, or he was limited?
I don't know. That's a good question. Spent too much time. Yeah, spent too much time on the defensive side. I don't think if he was limited, it wasn't too much. Let's put it that way. I think he's nearly all the way back. But Fashanu was rock solid. Abdul Carter got Tippmann pretty good. But again, an interior lineman going against Abdul Carter who's standing and timing the rush, that's a tough ask.
How about Membu against the D-line?
He had some shaky spots against Burns. Burns tore it up really early initially. Had some shaky spots.
This to me is all positives that the Jets are going through this. I mean, if you could hold your own against the Giants D-line, you could hold your own against anyone. They might have the best D-line in the league.
Yes, and combine that with what Membu put on tape at Lambeau. Membu was unbelievable. So I wouldn't worry about Membu. If he's getting torched a little bit by Burns in joint practices, don't sweat it. I wouldn't worry about it one bit.
Mike Perez checks in with a $10 super chat. Love how Glenn, a defensive coach, said he was more on the offensive side of the ball today. Yeah. Did you guys see the Stugotz take with Chris Sims? Shake my head. I did not see what Stugotz said, but Stugotz is a friend of the show, so I will seek it out at some point.
Yeah, I was watching the defense for the most part, and again, they tore it up. Michael Carter, great day. Sauce, great day. Sherwood, Quincy. Clemens was okay. He got burned on as a backside edge on one play, and that's where you don't want him in space. But I didn't see Glenn. Glenn wasn't on the defensive side at all. He was stuck to that offensive side, so I can't hate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, a super chat from Michael cuts the line and goes next. Cannot get enough of Coach Edwards. You play to win the game. Iconic and a great life's lesson. That's right. You play to win the game.
He was frustrated as hell. I mean, like, we joke about it now, and it's one of the best rants of all time. But do you know how frustrated he was in that moment? He was up a wall.
And then guess what happened? They went from 2-5 to AFC East champions and haven't won the division since.
It's crazy. 1-4, 2-5, and then what were they? 7-6, and then Corbett. He worst fumble of his career in Chicago, and they dropped to 7-7, and then 2 miracle wins. Not miracle wins, but 2 wins got them the miracle 9-7.
What I would do for a 9-win season right now.
How about 98 with Parcells? First AFC East division crown ever. I mean, they had divisions prior, but it was still the AFL, which is nuts.
I mean, the Colts had more division titles, AFC East titles than the Jets.
And they came from the NFL.
Yeah. All right, we're going to get to your calls coming up. Today, we are sponsored by my friends at ZipRecruiter. Look, as maniacs, they want to work. So, ZipRecruiter is going to make it possible for you to hire as maniacs. That's right. ZipRecruiter, they are the go-to for helping you hire the right people, finding the right person to hire. I get it. It could be hard at times. You get flooded with a bunch of resumes. You don't know what you're looking for. Not with ZipRecruiter. They're going to make it easy to discover incredible candidates and do it fast. You can try it for free. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/audio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/audio. You'll see their smart technology works for you the moment you post a job. Then their matching system instantly begins showing you qualified candidates so you're not wasting time sifting through the wrong resumes. And when you find people you like as maniacs, you connect right away using ZipRecruiter's ready to send, invite to apply message. It's a quick way to personally reach out and encourage them to apply sooner. Ditch the other hiring sites. Let ZipRecruiter help you find the needle in the haystack. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try it for free at this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/audio. Again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/audio. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. Our weekly prizes, for those who missed the raffle announcements yesterday, signed Darrelle Revis jersey, signed Nick Mangold jersey, and Robbie Sabo's co-host signed Wayne Corbett helmet, the old school helmet, rookie year Wayne Corbett helmet, baby.
May I just say quickly, ZipRecruiter is the perfect sponsor for the Asmaniacs. It's like the most apt, fits the crowd perfectly. I don't know what else to say. It's brilliant. Chef's kiss. Perfect.
Ladies and gentlemen, Robbie Sabo. Too nice. What a gentleman. All right, to your calls we go. I promised this guy he'd be our first call today because he called in at the very end of the show and he had a huge rant about Breece Hall that he wanted to get off his chest. So we're going to start with a man that needs no introduction. But after years of calling the show, he finally has one. Sing along.
Get ready for Neil. He will make 13 points about the New York Jets and maybe hump a Patriots jersey. Get ready for Neil. He's probably smoking a big fat cigar and burning his house to the ground. That's Neil.
What's up, gentlemen?
What's up, Neil?
Hello, Neil.
Anyway,
is that tobacco? Is that tobacco in your cigars? That is correct.
Sometimes it's reefer. No, I'm kidding. I don't partake. It's plainly cigars.
Just curious. That's all.
No, not really. Anyhow, I got all your insight on the training camp. I mean, whatever we did with the practices. You know, I watched. There was a mic'd up Aaron Glenn practice. Did you guys see that?
Yes.
Jake, you see that?
I did. About 7 minutes long. They put it out about a week and a half ago. Yep.
Yeah,
I gotta tell you, man, he's on top of these guys with the whistle, slapping them on the ass. getting them in and out of the huddle. So many things that he's doing really shows, and that we've had no coaching on this team for the last 4 years. I mean, it's just incredible the difference between how he runs a practice and how Salah and company ran their practices. That's the first thing I really sticks out to me.
Well, and also too, what were Salah's best years? I mean, yeah, it was rough that first year, but I think that was more so because of a lack of talent. And then they started getting something going that second year. The message was still somewhat clinging, but after a while, you start to look around like, is this guy a real dude? Or what I mean? I completely agree with you. It's very refreshing. It's a completely different change, and it abides by an age-old law that we're all humans. And I don't care how old you are. Okay, children become adults, but you still need the accountability and the reminders that, guess what, you're playing for more than just yourself. And that can't go uncommunicated.
I think the biggest thing that I've taken out of this whole thing is that, coaching is really so important. And we really, focused on roster rather than coaching the last few years. And, you look at Harbaugh coming to the Chargers and what he made is a difference. And all these other coaches that come to these teams and change teams around. And I really think that he's going to add.
Look at Sam Darnold.
Right. I mean,
it's insane.
One thing I want to make a mention of. I'm very comfortable with Adrian Martinez being our backup, Robbie. I don't care about this kid that's a rookie. I mean, this Adrian Martinez, he was an MVP in the UFL. He's got game experience. He's polished. He had a full year on a practice squad. He looks really, really good to me. And not only that, he can move with the ball. I mean, if you look at his career, he's got 400 or 500-yard stats on his stat line in his career. And he's not afraid to take off. So it's not much in the way of changes that you'll have to make if he comes in and, Justin Fields goes down for any reason. I feel totally comfortable with him. I think. What do you think?
I don't dislike him by any means. I think having him here is a tremendous thing, and I think having him compete with Cook is a great thing. Good point on the backup, how similar he is to Fields. Cook's the same thing, and that's why Cook is here.
But you got to look at the experience, Robbie. The guy has. I mean, I know the UFL is not the NFL, but the guy was the league MVP in the UFL. He won the championship in the UFL. That means a lot. I mean, the guy has team, calluses on his resume that this guy Cook just doesn't have. The other guy, he doesn't have it. So, I'm not going to feel comfortable with that kid out there. I'm just not.
I mean, listen, all I could do is tell you what I've seen in camp each and every day. And I got Cook way ahead of Martinez. It's
really? I don't see him making any mistakes. I want to see what happens in the next couple of games because last preseason, Martinez shined also. I mean, he wasn't like, I'm looking at a lot of these games, they're throwing backups in, and these guys are throwing picks all over the field, and they look like shit. This kid looked polished.
I came into OTAs hating Cook. I was like, this guy can't even complete a 18-yard seam pass. He's overshooting. I was like, what is he doing here? That's how much I disliked Cook in the beginning. But it's the shocking level of improvement in terms of grasping the offense, in terms of the command of the offense, in terms of leadership, in terms of figuring it out, throwing on the run. He's been more accurate than Martinez. Now, hey, this Saturday against the Giants, put Martinez as the second quarterback and let him go on the second series and see what happens. And
the game is not too big for him. You got to realize
if he beats him out of the preseason games, if he beats him out of the preseason games, I'm on board. Sure.
Yeah, and I don't know how mobile is Cook. I mean, is he mobile or?
I think he's more mobile than Martinez.
He's got those stats in college where he was moving around and everything.
Yeah, he's quicker. He's quicker than Martinez.
Quicker? He's not quicker, Robbie. Come on, he's big. He's not a big, quick guy as Martinez is. I doubt.
Does this really matter in the grand scheme of things, though?
I know,
Tyrod
it
is going to
doesn't-
be healthy, they think, for week 1. And Fields and Tyrod are going to be the 2 quarterbacks. I don't think Martinez or Cook is even going to make the 53.
The odds are still in that favor, for sure. But now, just there's something about Cook before the preseason and still he played really well in that preseason game. I don't know why everyone's throwing that away. Dude, that throw over the middle to Tyler Johnson, the command he had against
He made a wobbler. He threw one wobbler though.
No, but we're playing favorites here. Like Martinez had a good game, but Cook had not a poor game by any means.
Martinez did throw. He threw over Arian Smith. That could have been a touchdown.
Yeah, like I don't understand what's going on. Like, why is there being it feels like there's being preferential treatment to Martinez here. Cook played well.
How about that tight end screen? The tight end screen to Smart. I mean, these screen. Look, we got roasted so much last year.
O-line coaching.
Right. These guys know where they are. When we threw screens, it looked like it was a disorganized mess, and we couldn't do it. There's teams out there that are throwing screens, every single second and long, and they're getting big plays out of it. You give a Breece Hall or you give any of our guys a screen pass, and they could take it to the house. And Stone Smart was a perfect example of that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna and tight end screens. Yeah. I can't count 3 tight end screens in 4 years. Could you guys count more than 3 tight end screens in 4 years? I can't.
No, because they don't have the athletes. Now they do with Taylor. They do with Smart if they're going to use him in that role. I'm encouraged. I thought the play calling was good. I did. I know you were going to rant about Breece Hall.
Yeah, we know we're getting great play calling.
What about Breece? What's going on with Breece?
He wants that. I'll sum it up. He wants all the Jet fans to calm down on the Breece Hall slander. Did I sum it up, Neil?
Is a stud for us. I want to get it. I don't care if they offer us a second round pick or whatever. He is a star. He takes checkdowns to the house, and he's faster than any running back on the roster by far. He's probably faster. I know a kid, by the way, who is a physical therapist who worked on Breece Hall. He told me this guy is so fast and deceptively fast. And we saw it when he ran that one touchdown his rookie year.
Denver.
It's timed to 21.7 going down. He had one of the fastest runs in the entire year of anybody. He ran over 21 miles an hour. He is a blazer, and he's going to do great things for us. To even think about getting rid of him, I don't care if it's a first round pick. You're just not going to get rid of him. For what?
Well, first round pick would change things, but they're not going to get rid of him.
No, but
Jake, I've made all 13 of my points. Before you cut me off again, I'm going to throw myself out this goddamn window.
Good call, Neil. I don't think they're going to even be able to get a second round pick for Breece. I think you're looking at a day 3 pick, which is why you don't trade him. He's going into a contract year. He's a focal point of the offense, whether he's the bell cow running back or not. He's used in a lot of pass concepts. And last time I checked, the Jets wide receivers, minus Garrett Wilson, are not great right now and unproven. So Breece is a big part of all this.
It's tough. It's tough to change our mind from like a traditional way into what they're trying to do offensively, and you just hit on it all perfectly. If it's a first round pick, that changes things, obviously.
Even second, I would do it, but they're not going to get that either.
Yeah, let's just put it this way. He's incredibly important to their offense. That's not to say he hasn't struggled since the injury. Has there been stuff? And we talked about it. I think it's mental with him. Like, is the explosiveness and burst not the same since his rookie year? Is it noticeable? Yes, maybe. But it might just be mental mainly. And what I wanted to see is he hitting the hole hard. That's first and foremost. If you watch Braylon and Breece, especially on the first and second drive, straight ahead, shortest path to the hole, try to break through. It was a common theme. The Braylon run where he cut it back, it looks like a pretty cutback on the broadcast angle, but guess what? If it's a wide zone, everyone's coming one way. Breece just takes the handoff and goes straight, and it looks like a cutback. It was a common theme, go straight ahead. And I wanted to see if he was hitting the hole hard, and he did Saturday night. Was it perfect? No. But, I think Glenn's trying to work with them to get over that mental hurdle.
Craig, he made himself a member, and then he gifted a membership. Craig Broker, you're in the raffle for a signed JJ jersey at the end of this stream. 4-2. Hit the Jet chant. All right, more calls right now. This guy was at training camp today. Did he yell out and sing the praises to Robbie Sabbo on the sidelines? Jay Quest, you're next. What's up, Jay Quest?
What's up, Robbie, Jake? How you doing?
How was practice?
What's up?
It was all right. There was really no, like, wow factors. You know, I felt like...
Yeah.
By the way, Neil, you're wasting 10 minutes talking about Martinez. If he's playing, we're fucked. Like, why are we even wasting our time here? What are we doing?
Jay Quest, where were you sitting?
50-yard line all the way to the top.
Oh, no, that's like the perfect view in the house.
Yeah.
They paid big money for those seats.
Yeah, question. So, like, everything underneath, right? You noticed when doing 7-on-7s, which is
fun. You saw it, right? It was all they were working on intent with 3-step drops. Everything's short.
The zone catch, it's fine. Did you notice after Brees made a couple of nice plays that Glenn came up to him and like praised him? Did you notice that? Or
Did not.
Yeah, like Brees made a great cut in the goal line, like kind of spun, and the guy
goal line. Oh, was this later in practice? Not 7-on-7?
No, it was. I'm trying to think. No, 7-on-7s. It wasn't towards like the 15. You're not goal line goal, like around the 15 yards.
Okay, so it was the end of practice when both teams came together.
No, it wasn't then. No.
Oh, no. Then I probably was on the other side then, watching the defense.
Also, did you notice when the teams came together that Glenn was in the middle of everyone? Did you notice what he said? What he said? Could you hear him or you couldn't hear him?
No, I could not hear him. And I was right behind them, but you can't hear a damn thing.
Now, did you ever see Salo do that?
Yes.
Okay.
But it's noticeably different in terms of intensity. And with Salad, there was one pace. It was cool, calm, collected, which isn't necessarily bad. But with Glenn, it's attentiveness. I think he's trying to capture and keep going.
Do you think Rucker makes a team? And this guy Pritchard.
Rucker?
You think Rucker makes a team?
I think Rucker's safe, yeah.
Okay. And what about the kick returner? Pritchard, is that his name? Is he any? I don't know. I feel like he's not like explosive to me. Like,
no, see, that's the thing. Like Pritchard, listen, Pritchard's not a lock by any means, but he is the receiver I don't want to lose. He has, of all the guys on the fringe, I feel like he has NFL explosiveness. And we saw it in the Green Bay game, and we saw him almost make that sideline touchdown. Was that Martinez? It had to have been Martinez, right? On the sideline.
Yeah, I think so.
Notice his footwork, his body control. It was an almost great job. Didn't get it done. You know, he's an undrafted rookie, but it was almost there. And you could see some stuff there. And he's a kick returner. He's a punt returner. I think he does have NFL explosiveness. It's not, Tyreek Hill level. It's not crazy, but it's definitely up to par, if not beyond par. Rucker, I think, is completely safe because if you don't go, you have to have 4. Mason Taylor, Rucker, Smart, Beck. And then Smart is not really a tight end. He's a big receiver. So if you don't keep Rucker, you only have 2 inline guys, Beck and Rucker, or Beck and Taylor, and Beck as a fullback, he could also play tight end. So I think Rucker's completely safe unless they grab someone off waivers and decide to cut bait, but I don't think so.
If they need a blocking tight end, you could find that on waivers. Now, there's going to be someone that could block better than Jet. That's why Rucker having a touchdown catch today is not nothing. He needs to do things like that to make this team definitively. I'm not saying he's going to get cut. I think I'd probably bet on the fact that they'll give him a chance to play with Fields because of that connection and all that. But
yeah,
I don't think his roster spot is as secure as some think it is.
I think that's fair. He surprised me in how strong he came on in the passing game up until the first preseason game, that week before that when Mason Taylor was hurt. The blocking, though, I just don't know. I have to look at the game more. I don't know how well or poor he blocked in the game. And that's going to be the biggest thing. So even though I was impressed with his receiving improvement, it's the blocking that's going to come down to it.
All right, great. My last comment is about just content creators in general. So just a tip for Jake, you're pretty good at this, Robbie, you're a content creator. If a little kid comes up to you and says, "Hey, you're so-and-so," okay? You have to be like, "Oh, hey, thanks for watching the show," okay? A content creator was sitting near me, and a kid came up to him and said, "Hey, man, are you yada, yada?" And all the guy said was, "Here's a sticker." Dude, get a little personality, man. Tell, "Hey, thanks for watching the show, man. I appreciate it."
Name names. I need to know who this was.
This sounds made up, Jake Quest.
All right. I can't.
Wait, hold on. So you're saying to me that there was a young fan who went up to a fellow Jet content creator, Jet YouTuber,
Yes.
and said, "I'm a big fan of your work or watch your show," and the response was, "Here's a sticker." That's all you got?
Go ask Nate, dude. Nate, JJ, and Tom Ace were there with me. Yes.
You were there today?
Yeah. We just had this conversation. Robbie, where are you? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, to be fair, Robbie,
Holy
where are you?
I was there, bro.
No. Jake. I'm saying, are you saying
okay.
Jake was the person you're alluding to here?
I wasn't there. It couldn't have been me. I want to know which content creator just said, "Hey, kid, have a sticker."
Yes, that's the trail I'm on here.
Hey, man, thanks for watching the show. I appreciate it. This kid had a big smile on his face, and he walked away with a crappy sticker, and he's like all mopey. I felt bad for the kid.
Was he not? So the kid didn't enjoy the sticker though. Like I feel like you're leaving out details of the story.
No, just like because they didn't say like, "Hey, man, thanks for watching." Oh yeah, I am him. It was just like, here's a sticker.
Jake, what can you say to make him spill the beans?
Well, the chat is saying it's Richie from Jets Media, which, look, if true, Jay Quest is giving the thought. Look, I like Richie. He's a friendly guy. I've seen him interact with fans all the time, so this doesn't sound like him.
Interacted better there in that situation. That's all.
It was Richie, huh?
Wow, I can't believe you're calling out Richie. How do we know that? Are you sure the kid was very upset that all he got was like a sticker?
No, all I'm saying is I feel like the interaction was like it was bad. It just wasn't like, hey, if I came up to someone and said, "Hey, are you what's it call it?" I don't know. I feel like I should get, "Hey, thanks for watching." Yeah, that's me. There was no like, "Hey, that's me." It was like maybe a nod got in there, and then like, "Here's the sticker." Like there was no interaction besides that.
Wow,
dude, not like great content. I just feel like, hey, man, a little kid's coming up to you. He's like 10 years old, 12 years old. He was so happy to come up there because another kid had came up to him, and the same thing had happened. But Richie might have said something to that kid. I'm not sure because I didn't miss that interaction. But the second kid that came up said, "Hey, are you Richie Media? With Jets Media, whatever it's called, And it was like a nod, and then here's a sticker. I don't know, dude.
Are you saying he deserves the nickname that often given to people named Richard? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not gonna go that far, dude. I'm not gonna bet.
Look, these are strong accusations.
I'm giving advice. I'm giving advice to someone. I'm not trying to rip the guy. I'm just saying, hey, add a little personality to the repertoire. That's all I'm saying.
Look, I'm seeing rumors that Richie actually punched the kid and then gave him a sticker. That's from the Human Fund here. So, look, this story is getting out of control. Richie's a friend of mine. I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. We don't know the full context. So, next time I have Richie on, which will be soon, we'll break it down.
But I just feel like the interaction could have been a little better. That's all.
Every content creator was there today. You had Dom C there today. You had Richie. You had O'Leary, Green Bean, Boy Green was there. Everyone, whoever has talked about the Jets was there.
Boy Green, it was like 10 minutes into practice, and Boy Green, Robbie, they don't want anyone standing by the front of the stands. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, the security is on lock. Yeah.
Boy Green's like up there, like trying to get autographs. It's like, dude, it's like 10 minutes into practice. Some lady kicked them out. She was like 6 inches taller than him. I kind of found that kind of funny, actually.
Boy Green got kicked out of Jet practice?
No, he got kicked out like out of the area where they don't want anyone standing up.
Well, was it after autographs are only for after practice?
Right, they're only after. But he's like up there, and the girl's like, "No, you got to move, dude." I don't know what she said to him, but it's like trying to stand up when you're not supposed to be when they're practicing.
Yeah.
Now, Boy Green had his family with him, right? So how do you know? Was he trying to get autographs for his kids?
No. Like he was by himself at that point. It was like Jake. It was like 10 minutes into practice. It wasn't like later on. Later on, everyone goes up there and tries to get practice.
Dude, you gotta start your own investigation company.
This is a poor showing by the Jet content creators. You're telling me Richie punched the kid in the mouth. Boy Green got ejected from practice. I mean, this is unbelievable.
Shorted his pants. I think O'Leary shorted too.
What a day at Jet training camp today, man. Unbelievable.
But I was sitting there, Ryan, me and Richie ran the 40 actually, back to back.
Oh man, was that Usain Bolt levels?
I got a 5'7". That's not bad. I'm 45 years old. I'll take
5'7".
it.
Yeah, not bad.
Wow. Strong stuff. We're gonna have to really look into this, Jake Quest. Thanks for bringing it to my attention.
Fucking great. All right, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jake Quest. I mean, what a wild sequence of events today at training camp. I'm sad I wasn't there today.
I was out of the mix. Like I said,
Green Bean kicked the ref in the balls today. This was an unbelievable showing by the Jet content creators.
This is craziness. This is why I only do YouTube sparingly. I'll stick to the website writing stuff.
Stick with me. I got you. Don't worry.
Of course. I'll never leave the Asmaniacs. Come on now.
Big Country joins our raffle for 2. I'd like to have more plays with Brees and Allen out there together. I know they have done some, but Brees can also catch really well. Had a Taylor look today. Did JJ come back? Big Country, for time purposes, rewind. We hit on both. Mason Taylor was awesome today. JJ was back in a limited role. But as far as the first point, Brees and Allen, packages where they're on the field together, do you see that being something they do in the regular season?
I do, but I don't think it'll be common. It's very difficult. It's one of those things you have a package. There's a grand plan, but it's very difficult. The pony, whatever you want to call it, 21 personnel pony. It's very difficult to put into practice because it's for very rare occasions. And, whether it's Braylon in the backfield, most of the time when it happens, it could be Braylon in the backfield and Brees out wide. But you could also use Beck in certain situations if you want pass pro. You want the blocker out there as well. So I do see, to answer your question, I do see it, but not as frequent as one would hope.
Super chat from Marcelo. I'm late. Did we win practice overall? If you had to declare a winner, Sabo, who's the winner? It sounds like both defenses won overall. So
yeah, I'd say that. I'd probably give the Jets the slight edge, but I'm biased because I was on the defensive side. I would say that if we're talking about just first team, Jets defensive first team dominated, whereas Giants defensive first team won, but probably not to the same level.
Strong. Ladies and gentlemen, back to your calls we go. We're standing by is a man who called into my morning radio show today. Ladies and gentlemen, stop what you're doing and sing along.
Yeah, I called into the show and Rothenberg stepped all over my points.
He did. I had your back, though, Clifton. I did.
I appreciate that, Jake. He's worse than Richie from Jets Media.
Oh, we just learned no one is. That's outrageous.
You can't judge these people from small windows. I know that kid. He had it coming.
Yeah, I think I stand by Richie. If Richie punched him in the face, it was deserved.
And I know for a fact that boy Green's flipping those autographs on eBay.
It's a hell of a business model.
So, I'm very interested to see what the second day of practice looks like, right? Because what I got from the offense today was we were moving the ball pretty well early on with Fields and Mason Taylor, and things were going pretty well. And then it seemed like the Giant D kind of caught up to us. Is that a fair assessment, Robbie?
Yes, for the most part, yes.
And I had heard, part of what I heard is that Membo was having fits from the guy that came from Carolina.
Burns. Yeah, Burns got him. Yeah.
So that's really what we're looking for tomorrow. Can we see Fields do a little bit more of the same? And can we see Membo kind of reset and put this in the rearview mirror and see if he can kind of match Burns' energy or whoever he's up against in the moment. Jake West is hilarious, by the way.
He's the best.
Yeah, he really is. His point about Neal and the third string quarterback, if he's in the game, is well taken. But I mean, this is what camp is for, right? To see if you can develop a guy that can be a guy that won't be your backup at some point, right?
Yes.
And practice squad is probably a destination for either Martinez or Cook. I looked up their 40 times and they were pretty similar.
Even. Yep.
I think the short area quickness, I'm not too sure. Maybe Cook might have an advantage there.
I think he does. Yeah.
It's just interesting. I love to see.
And that's a good point you made. The reason why I'm on Cook a lot more is because for a practice squad guy, you want to hang on to. You want You want a guy that can potentially turn into something, that has the ability to improve and grasp. And I think Cook is way ahead of Martinez in that regard.
Well, it's interesting. Like you have a guy who's got pro experience, and albeit at a different level, who's had some success, and you've got a college kid who maybe didn't quite live up to his billing, but definitely has physical tools. These are the guys you want to pit against each other in camp and see if you can have someone come out and outperform their draft status, or have them work and see what they can become. I really appreciate your time, guys. I'll talk to you soon.
Kyle, great call. If you call back on the radio tomorrow, we will make sure Dave Rothenberg doesn't jump all over you. Yeah, I look, ultimately, I think regardless of what even happens tomorrow, Membu getting the welcome to the NFL experience against this Giants D-line is a good thing because he needs the reps, and there's maybe not a better unit in the league than the Giants defensive line.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how, with what they have on the D-line, how they could be bad this year. I mean, it's
have you seen their schedule? That's how it's
I know.
tough.
I know. I'm just trying to set them up for failure, basically. But you get the point. Like, it is absurd. It really is absurd. Their talent.
Ladies and gentlemen, click the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Robbie Sabbo is doing a show tonight with Wayne Corbett, recapping the joint practice. Wayne Corbett was there today, so you'll get the Jet Legends take on that. Do you have time for a couple more calls before we say farewell, Robbie?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. This super chat comes from Jay Quest, who says, my point was just to say, thanks for watching, or dab the kid up. Richie's a good dude. Jay Quest trying to do some damage control out there. He tried to soil the reputation of my friend Richie from Jets Media. How dare you?
He's looking for a tricycle on eBay to backpedal.
How are your hamstrings, Jay Quest? They must hurt after that one. I heard O'Leary took his pants off and ran onto the field a la Antonio Brown, says the Human Fund. Man, things were crazy at one Jets drive today. I know Will Parkinson went topless on the field. I mean, there were a lot of just creators there just doing some crazy stuff.
That's interesting. I didn't see the topless bit. No.
Was Nick Faria in tears that the Jets played their starters in the preseason and didn't suffer a catastrophic injury?
I haven't seen him. He wasn't there today. but yeah, listen, Faria, we talked about it. I just do not agree. It's football. Play. It's football. Play. Get used to it. Somebody made the point, and I wholeheartedly agree. Maybe it was Parkinson. Injuries with Salah, under Salah, it's a big deal. Coasting in the summer and then going to full speed in week one. That's when injuries happen. Now, Faria's thing is about being healthy week one. Healthy week one. To me, week one is a mirage. It's not about week one. It's about preparing to be healthiest over the course of 17 games, not just week one, if that makes sense. And I think that's the goal to keep in mind. It's more long-term than just week one.
Now, Mike Perez claims that you go to practice and you see nothing. Would you like to tell Mike that you're not blind and you, in fact, did see a lot?
No, I actually am blind. I had a hell of a run fooling everyone. I'll tell you that.
Ladies and gentlemen, a caller on the line is going by the name Richie the Sticker Guy. Ladies and gentlemen, Richie the Sticker Guy is up next. Hello, Richie the Sticker Guy.
What's going on, guys? Robbie, nice to meet you.
What's up?
All right. Jake Quest he was trying to be nice to Richie, right? It was such an awkward interaction. Also, in my mind, Richie
Is this actually Richie or no?
No, my name's Nate.
You kind of sound like Richie, no?
No, it's not, I promise. How's it going, Robbie?
Nate, parentheses, Nate. All right, set the record straight. What happened here, Nate?
So, well, first of all, Richie's always the sticker guy to me. I have my own sticker story with Richie. Like, when I drove you back from camp last year, Jake, I think Richie took you there, so he was dropping you off at my car, and he was like, oh, hey, I'm Richie from Jets Media. Thanks for taking my guy Jake back. Here's a sticker.
Don't hit that guy.
It seemed like he's Lance Armstrong. He's doing his own thing. It seemed like very transactional. Like, oh, take my stick. It was just this weird, so when I met him today, I was like, oh, Richie, you gave me the sticker last year. He's like, all right, so I won't give you another one. So there was already this sticker thing before Jake West even got to the seats.
It sounds like you just have a bias against my guy, Richie. You don't appreciate
No, I'm
stickers.
just saying, I appreciate stickers, but I'm saying he should accept his, Everybody's got a role in the content. He's the sticker guy. It's just what it is. Like, hey, do you remember? I don't know if have you seen Fever Pitch? Have you seen Fever Pitch?
I know.
Yes.
I know what movie you're talking about.
So
Yeah.
do you know the guy? One of the season ticket holders there in that section is Al Waterman, who gives out the sponges. He goes, "Hey, I'm Al Waterman. Have a sponge," and he always gives out the sponge to anyone he meets. Hey, he's got a sponge company, and he hands out sponges.
It's like an ice cream guy named Cone. Yeah.
That was the interaction I saw today. I saw like when the kids came up, he was like, "Hi, I'm Al Waterman," and he just like they went to shake his hand. It looked like they were like, "Hey, you're Richie from Jets Media," and like they put his hand out, and it was just met with a sticker, and then they like turned around and went down the stairs.
I think he did the right thing. He tried to give a supporter of the show a sticker, and I think you're just taking offense to it wasn't all warm as warm
I'm not
and fuzzy as you
attacking
wanted.
that guy. I'm just saying he's a sticker guy. It's what he is. I'm a bike guy, right? I always call in on the bike. He's a Jets sticker guy. He's a sticker media creator. He's a sticker guy.
Okay, so he gives stickers to listeners, but I don't think that means that he did anything wrong here.
Listen, I'm not saying that. You're not hearing me. I'm not saying he did anything wrong. Listen, Al Waterman didn't do anything wrong either. Giving out his sponges. It's a good thing. He had a sponge company. He's the Al Waterman of Jets content creators, which I support. I'm just saying, like, he should accept who he is.
KDG says, I went to practice today. I saw Richie. He gave me 2 stickers. Look, Richie inspired me to get Jake Asman show stickers to give to listeners.
Because he's the sticker guy. That's why he inspired you.
And he's an innovator.
This is not bashing him. Absolutely.
No, it sounds like you're taking shots.
You know what was also really funny too? Now I'll bash the other guys because these 2 kids climbed over 60,000 worth of subscribers to get the stickers too. It was like, oh, excuse me, these 2, Matt O'Leary and Ryan, were there, and they were just like, oh, you're Richie? Climb over Ryan's legs. Thanks for the sticker, and then go back. So it's like, do they not know YouTube? I was like, so I was trying to, who has more subscribers? And Richie claimed he didn't know.
Yeah, but that's just YouTube, right? Richie's great with the
no, I know.
He's
like, they were probably
the TikTok.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You wearing a helmet?
No, I'm not. You know what I do have though, for protection?
What?
Yeah, hold that flag up, Nate. All right.
Hold on.
Richie might be a sticker guy. I'm a flag guy. Let's go.
Is it upside down?
It is upside down. Tell people in Central Park to subscribe to the show.
If I saw him passing
Jake,
by,
5 raffles, and I'll hold this for a full loop. Yelling.
You look
you
like
got YouTube? Subscribe to Jake Asman right now. On your YouTube, Jake Asman show right now. She's doing it. I swear to God, these 2 young girls.
You look like a superhero, dude.
Those are baddie alerts too. That's a baddie alert.
Get me some new subscribers.
Yo, you got YouTube.
You got it.
YouTube, Jake Asman show right now. He's live. Jake Asman, like ass, but 1 S because it's small. YouTube, Jake Asman, Taurus. Jake Asman show on YouTube, Taurus.
His license plate has 2 S's.
And the hat I wore today that my bosses at ESPN apparently wore.
Red light. Good time to subscribe to the Jake Asman show at a red light. Am I right?
I'll tell you what, Nate. I'll start providing you with flags.
Hey, on your right with the Jake Asman. Make sure you subscribe to Jake Asman. All right. I like your bike tour.
I need proof that someone's actually subscribing here.
Yeah, I'm telling you, those 2 girls are watching right now. Those 2 girls. She immediately pulled out her phone. Comment. Yo, girl in Central Park walking north. I know you're watching at this point.
They're watching, but they're wondering what the mentally ill guy on the bike is doing. That's what they're wondering.
He read it. That biker read it. He gave me the thumbs up. He turned around and read it. Yeah. GFNY for life. It's actually a very popular bike club. She read it. Jake Asman show on YouTube. This is actually low-key. This is kind of brilliant.
Jake,
you know how much people charge for those trucks that do advertising?
I need you to do something with the flag where it almost is like a cape, Nate. Or
yes,
I'm literally wearing it. What do you want from me?
I don't think people could see it though.
Hold on, we'll get you 2 subscribers. No, we'll get you 2 subscribers. Right?
Yeah, get me some subscribers here, and the 5 raffle tickets are yours.
You should sell capes and skydiving parachutes.
Are you guys visiting the city by any chance? Can you do me the biggest favor? Do you have YouTube? If you could subscribe to the Jake Asman show, he's live right now. I don't have a battery on my phone. You don't have a battery on your phone? I got a charger. You need a charger?
Oh my God.
Where are you from?
On that bike.
Where?
Argentina.
Oh, Argentina.
Oh, we're big in Argentina.
Un poquito? Okay, buen día.
They're soccer fans.
Right. Hey, he's looking. Yeah, you're gonna get biker subscribers, bro. You're gonna. They're
Justin
all looking.
Fields is the Messi of the Jets.
All right, they're hold on. We gotta find them. They're gone. Just look at this guy.
Nate, the 5 raffle tickets are yours if you get 2 people to subscribe to the channel.
All right, she got her phone out.
All right, here we go.
Excuse me, since you have your phone out, can you do me a huge favor? I get raffle tickets if I get 2 subscribers to the Jake Asman show on YouTube. English, no English. Jake Asman YouTube. Subscribo. Gracias. Holy shit, bro. I'm not in tourist area, bro. They don't speak English.
I'll come back to you, Nate, all right? You get 2 subscribers, the tickets are yours.
Okay, I got you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nate, parentheses, Nate. Robbie, how was that for your first Nate call there?
I could have Nate on hold. Where is he? New York?
He does. So that's his thing. He has called into my show for years now on his bike through various parts of New York City.
I think I've seen him. Yeah, I've seen him on before. Yeah, no, they could call in anytime when I'm on. Please. That's a gold mine right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll check back in with Nate as he gets subscribers for the show. Nate, how about this? I'll cut you a deal. For every proof of a subscriber, I'll give you a raffle ticket per person that subscribes to the channel. They all count, baby. I'm trying to get to 50,000 subscribers by the end of this Jets season. John with a super
chat. You should be able to get there.
If the Jets don't suck, I think so.
Yes.
We're at 42 almost right now.
Yeah.
Enough of this Richie slander. Richie is goated. I agree. Richie's the man. Kyle Clifton with a super chat. A nut on a bike always drives new subscribers. In my personal experience, Mason Taylor's the man. Freiermuth Plus is the absolute floor. All he does is outperform. If Mason Taylor is Pat Freiermuth Plus, is that a win for the Jets with their second round selection?
I mean, it depends what your definition of plus is, honestly.
I think that's a win.
Freiermuth is one of those guys that is pretty damn underrated. He gets lost in the shuffle, though.
I think he's a good player.
Yeah.
Luppy in the raffle for 5. The Lup man delivers for the Asmaniacs. Thank you. Hennessy says, see, this is why the stickers work. Nate, parentheses, Nate. Amen. All right. Sabo, I got one more call for you. This is a guy that you want to hear from. He brings the passion.
Yep.
He brings the magic. Ladies and gentlemen, Purple Belt Mike.
Purple Belt Mike, he loves the Dark Knight. He's got a green pool and he jumps right in. Maybe someday he'll get a brown belt, but for now he's just that Purple Belt Mike. Purple Belt Mike, it might be purple, but he can still kick your dirty ass.
When you said power and magic, I was expecting Beast. Anyway, if you had to pick, like, since you said the Jets defense was like the best unit overall, if you had to pick offensively, like the best unit, whether it was, the receivers for the Giants or the running backs for the Jets or whatever, what was the best offensive unit that you saw today?
On either team?
Yeah, like who would you think?
Oh man, that's a tough one. I would say Dart's unit for the Giants. I know that's not positional, but the Giants' second team offense did pretty well in the passing game. Dart looks
good.
Dart looks pretty damn good. He anticipates. He throws a touch. He looks good.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking because me and Big Fella before the draft, we were Dart dudes.
Yeah, my thing with Dart is there's something there that's really intriguing. I understood all the Jets fans not wanting to take him in that spot. Membu fits them perfectly. So even if Dart turns out to be great, I don't think Jets fans should have any, non-buyer's remorse, in other words.
All right, that's all I had. I wanted to know. Thanks, brother.
Yeah, Mike, thank you. Nate, is it true that a listener named Abdul just subscribed?
Abdul
to the
just
channel?
He did. I swear.
Okay.
The pedicab guy.
It. All right, let's see if you can get one more.
What's up, boss?
I'm here.
How are you?
What is your flag?
It's a Jake Asman show.
Oh, where is it?
It's on YouTube. Do you have YouTube?
Yeah.
You do? If you subscribe right now, I get a raffle ticket, which would mean the world to me. What's your name?
Giovanni.
I'm Nate. You're Giovanni? Nice to meet you.
Nate, you have to, if you don't have a QR code, you have to add it.
No, just look up Jake Asman on YouTube.
Okay.
Jake.
So is that you?
Nah, it's my brother. He looks like me. You'll see. It's my twin. It's basically twins. He's like uglier me.
Nate's red too.
Okay, so you have to.
Oh, don't give New Yorkers your phone. This is a bad idea, sir. They do bad things with it. Jake Asman.
Okay.
Right there. Hold on, Jake. You see it. I'm doing the Lord's work for you.
Everyone
And then you put bang, subscribe. Can I click subscribe?
Yeah, that's what I said.
All right.
Bang, subscribe. Giovanni, right?
Yeah.
I'm at
I appreciate you.
807. I'm gonna hit
Thank you,
refresh.
my man. I'm gonna get another one.
What else you do? Comedy?
Oh, it's comedy. Yeah, a lot of comedy and sports.
Oh, wonderful.
And sometimes like fat people working out and jumping. They do a lot of that.
Ladies and gentlemen,
You guys
Giovanni
got YouTube? YouTube?
did subscribe.
Yeah.
YouTube? You got your phone now? You got YouTube?
Was he going for extra credit?
Jake
New York
Asman Show?
Athletic Club.
Can you
Great.
subscribe real quick?
I never heard about this show.
Bro, he's live right now, and I get a raffle ticket if you subscribe. So it's a win-win for everyone.
Hey, tell
You
me
like sports? You like the Jets? You like football? None of that?
I don't like none of
You don't like raffle tickets for free money?
Now you feel me? Like you're a Jets fan. I'm a Bills fan.
You're a Bills fan?
Oh, get rid of
You're a Bills fan! All right, come back. Wait, hold on, come back. Where you going, bro? Hey, Bills! Hey, Bills! Yeah, bro, you're on a city bike. You're going nowhere slow. Watch this. Yeah, what's in that bag? Yeah, I'm on your wide right. I'm on your wide right. I'm on your wide right. You get it? Said it 3 times. Subscribe. No, he's tight. No, he's tight. Look at him. He's tight. I got him tight. Look at him tight.
Great.
This guy's
What's
gonna
that?
kill you, Nate.
Yeah, no, he said he's gonna punch me. Do it again. So you're not gonna subscribe?
Did you have a
I think he
bulletproof
might get the
vest on?
subscription. I think we might get the subscription anyway. Yo, I'll get it one way or another. I'll make the sale. Like
Tell
if
him
we
he's
get
live on the air
an
right
angry
now.
subscriber, still a subscriber, right? What's that? It's Jake As. I got the whole flag, bro. Jake Asman, like Assman, but 1 S. Oh yeah, he's going right now, bro. Hold on, I need. Oh my God!
Wow.
I got the angry subscription from a Bills fan.
I can't believe that worked. Hold on, I'm refreshing right now. Let's confirm that he subscribed. Ladies and gentlemen, we can in fact confirm that Mr. Wide Right.
He's gonna watch that back later. Yo, I hope he becomes a regular and we become best friends. Yo, he's gonna watch right now. Let me catch up to him watching himself. This will be good. He's now. Look, he's watching. I think he just looked back at me. I think he's watching. This is gonna be interesting. Have you ever had like a third party watching himself on the stream? Yo, slow down so I can catch up. You could talk to Jake. But he didn't give me a name. Yo, Bills.
This guy's gonna think you're a stalker. This is
He's delivering something?
Yeah, no. He thinks I'm following him at this point. We'll get some more subscribers, right? He's one and done. He can only do so much for us.
Hey,
Super
you're
chat
at
and keep
Times
it moving.
Square. Go to Times Square.
You got your phone out. Jake Asman Show on YouTube, please. While you get in the taxi. Please, Jake Asman Show on YouTube. While you get in the taxi. Jake, I know you're looking. I see all those eyes. Every 2 eyes is 1 subscription. What's up? It's Jake Asman Show. Asman. Jake Asman.
Brand. That's what I'm debating at this point.
They're all looking it up, getting Cosmo Kramer.
Yeah, that whole crosswalk was looking, bro. Them whole ladies at crosswalks.
Hey, go to Elmo in Times Square. He's a big fan of the show. I'm sure he'd love to subscribe.
Elmo, who's saying happy birthday to Bobby, who finessed me out of $40. Her and her 2 friends.
You got taken to the woodshed there.
Yeah, I'll
That was a
take the
tough one.
picture if you subscribe to Jake Asman Show. Jake Asman on YouTube. I'll take the pic. Please? She said maybe.
That's not a no.
It's not a no. You're right. It's not a no. I just passed the guy, the Bills fan, because I want to. So we're not fully like stalking and following.
Ladies and
Somebody
gentlemen,
watching.
Nate is in the raffle for 5. If he gets more subscribers, we will up it to 10. This is an all-time call that we have unfolding here.
Bro, you almost just killed me. Could you subscribe to the Jake Asman Show? You almost killed me. Could you subscribe to the Jake Asman Show? You almost took my life. Opening your door. You don't have YouTube? You don't have YouTube? Subscribe, Jake Asman Show. 1 subscription for free for almost killing me. That's a good deal, bro. Best deal in the city.
Folks, we're approaching Times Square.
Look, they're walking when I have a green light. You see that? You see that? Everybody who talks, they're walking when I have a green light. It's a 2-way street.
The Larry Romano comment.
Jets fans.
Nate is why people in New York avoid eye contact.
That was a great comment. Yeah, taxi, I'm gonna split the D right here. Thank you.
Oh my God.
If you got the YouTube open already, please. I just need 1 more subscriber for a raffle ticket. She's gonna do it. She's looking. YouTube, Jake Asman. She's doing it on the way. Once you get your
we'll
cigarette
make her
out.
famous.
Why don't you get your cigarette out? She's looking right now. I see her.
Oh, right in your Times Square, folks. This is
We're
the
on Craig's
hotbed
block. This is
of
Craig's block.
Asmaniacs.
Yeah, no, this is more tourists. They're gonna have to borrow my hotspot to connect.
Go to the Olive Garden in Times Square. Get some authentic
Hell
Italian.
no, I will never step foot in there.
Why? It's to your right.
Oh, it is. Why do you know that?
I know Times Square.
I did not almost hit that little girl. I don't want to hear nothing from the chat. Bro, I still got this flag on my chest, by the way.
Robbie, are you considering hiring Nate to promote
Still,
Jet X?
I'm riveted
we still might be getting subscribers without me saying anything.
You got to get him a cape, Jake.
I need.
Dude, if there's anyone ever who needs
On your
a
right,
cape,
on your right.
it's this dude.
Uh-oh. Nate's line just dropped out.
Yeah.
We lost him. I'll tell you what. That was an all-time performance by Nate. An all-time performance.
That was
and you know what?
riveting.
He's back. He's back, ladies and gentlemen. Nate is back. Hey, now. Nate, do you hear us?
Yeah, do you hear me?
We hear you. We lost you for a second.
But can she hear me? You got your phone out already. You might as well subscribe, please. I get a raffle ticket. You got YouTube? No YouTube. Just one subscription. That's all I need. I get a raffle ticket.
We reverted.
You don't want to do that for me to get a raffle
2008.
ticket? Now I'm sad. All right, that's all right. That's all right. You don't have to apologize. It's just it would have been nice.
Wow. Watch out for that car.
Am I on right now? Can you hear me? I
You're
can't
on.
see anything on my screen. Well,
You're on.
That's
It's
not what my
happening.
screen says. All right, so then
Nate, this is. We got 500 people live right now watching this. This is unbelievable.
Hey, if he can make that squeeze, I can make that squeeze. That's the rule, right?
Listen, let's be honest. You got to have at least 1 or 2 screws loose to even ride a bike in Manhattan,
Addulars,
right?
too.
Can we all agree on that?
All right, hold on. I got to see a cell phone out. That's my cue.
Get us one more subscriber, Nate. You got this.
That's a great picture. Can you do me the biggest favor? You have YouTube? Oh, you guys don't have internet because you're tourists. Damn it, bro. We're in tourist area. No, it's okay. No, it's okay. They're gonna have to borrow.
I don't
my
understand.
hotspot.
Tourists don't have cell phones?
Yeah.
They do, but they don't. You got YouTube by any chance? I need 1 subscriber for a raffle ticket, bro. He just rolled his eyes at me. Come on, bro. It's a raffle ticket.
Where
Would
are all
you
the
do
Jet
it?
fans?
1 subscription on YouTube? New York's finest, please. 1 subscription. I need a raffle ticket. Jake Asman show. No? That's all right. I see the no. That's all right. I got the hint. You're still New York's finest. That's all right.
Put the Popo. I didn't know who he was talking to.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nate.
Yeah, actually.
Parentheses, Nate. Nate, I'll check back in with you, but I'm going to say goodbye to Robbie Sabo, who blessed us with 90 minutes of his time this afternoon.
Oh, I get overtime pay, right?
You do. You want a raffle ticket?
Nah, dude. Just enjoying the company of the Asmaniacs. I'm good. That's all.
Jets X Factor. What time is the podcast you're doing live with
7
for bet tonight?
7. Check it out, folks. JetX on YouTube. I will bless the JetX YouTube tonight, which is like a couple times a year. So don't miss it.
Go subscribe
Yes,
to
sir.
JetX and check out the podcast with Robbie and Wayne coming up this evening. You're the man, Mr. Sabo. Enjoy practice tomorrow, and I'm sure
Yes.
you and I will be talking soon.
All right. Catch you later.
All right, Robbie Sabo there. Let me check back in with a couple of the super chats. We'll go back to Nate and see if he's able to get more subscribers for the channel. Right now, Nate, I have you down for 6 raffle tickets. If you get more subscribers, we will add a raffle ticket per person that you subscribe to the channel. Cheeseman says, Nate, what you're doing is legendary. I agree. Nate, on the bike, back to New York City we go. Hello, Nate.
Dude, my StreamYard is cooked. Am I on? Are we live?
We are live right now.
I'll do a car. All right. So then that means I need a subscription, right? I need a raffle ticket.
There we go.
Hold on. This whole block is packed. We're going to just make the announcement of this whole block. Yo, if anybody on this block has YouTube, please subscribe. I need a raffle ticket. Jake Asman show, just 1 person. out of the 100 people on this block with your phones out. Someone go to YouTube, Jake Asman, subscribe. Get me a raffle ticket. Thank you. Thank you. Pink dress, skirt, shirt. Thank you. She's doing it. Pink shirt's coming through. She gave me the two. Like she's about to do 2 times. Whether it's 2 accounts or her and her friend. But get that refresh ready.
I'm checking the numbers.
Oh, they're looking.
I'm checking
I
the
need
numbers.
2, please.
This is unreal.
They're looking. Jake Asman Show, please give me 1 subscriber. Suck a dick, bro. Keep running. Sorry.
Ladies and
Kev,
gentlemen,
you got it? You got the YouTube? Pedicab?
Nate, you got 1. We're up to 41.
Jake Asman Show? I need a raffle ticket, please. It's live right now. Don't laugh. We're near Alden Shoe Store. Shout out to Joe Bonesy. Jake Asman Show on YouTube. Please, I need a raffle ticket. Asman, easy. Asman, you saw it. He saw it. That's eye contact.
Now we can't see you, Nate. It's a frozen screen right now.
I think Central Park was our best bet. Everyone's pretty stationary there.
People in the chat are saying, just give Nate the jersey. Should we just give Nate the Jermaine Johnson jersey? Should we just give it to the man?
Oh, red light.
Who's going above and beyond to grow this community, to grow this channel. I'll tell you what, win or lose, Nate's getting
While you're at this red light, would be a great time to subscribe to the Jake Asman Show on YouTube. And I get a raffle ticket, which is the best news out of all of it. You're not going to do it. I know. You're upset. Long day, I could tell. These people are not about it. All right. That was a tough 6. They're going harder. Oh, my. You're going nowhere, bro. Calm down. Jake, I can't hear anything that's going on. I don't even know if I'm
We can't even see you,
on the
Nate.
show, so I'm just going to head back into the park.
Nate, you guys can't see Nate in the chat right now, right? I don't think he can hear me.
OH!
He's back.
Bro, you're OH, bro. You're running Ohio State. What are you doing?
Nate, Nate, you can't hear me? Yes or no? Okay, you cannot hear me. But I ran a poll right now, so Nate doesn't even know we're running this poll. Should we just give Nate the signed Jermaine jersey? Yes, he's earned it. No, we want the raffle. Nate's gone. Hopefully when he calls back in, we'll be able to tell him. But ladies and gentlemen, we'll let the chat decide. That's what we do around here. We run polls for things. Nate will win the Jermaine jersey if the voters determine that we should just give it to him. In fact, Nate could just bike right over to my apartment and I could save money on shipping if he wins. So I'm not against it. Especially if it's an international listener that's going to win, because I've had to ship to the last month. I've had to ship to Australia. I've had to ship to Austria. I've had to ship to London. I've had to ship to Canada. So I would not mind the old in-person delivery. Cheeseman says #1 seed worthy call. I'll tell you what, Boomtown does the monthly rankings. That is a call right there that gets you in, I think, the top 3 no matter what. We'll see how the rest of the month plays out, but that's a top 3 month call right there. #1 worthy call, no doubt. All right, Nate is not on the line right now. His line dropped. If he calls back in, we'll get him on right away and tell him that the poll will decide if he's just going to win the Jermaine Johnson jersey for his performance today on the show. Colin, you've been holding on for a long time. I appreciate you, Colin. Thanks so much, and you're up next.
How's it going? It's a hard call to follow up on, not going to lie. I think you should get something, definitely. A jersey would be great, but if I throw any memberships in after the call before my phone dies, I'll gift them to him, hopefully, if he can make that work. But if not, definitely that was a #1 seed call. But I'll make it quick because my shit is going to die here really quick. I'm going to turn the camera around.
Oh, as you turn the camera around, you turned him or put himself off the air. Nate just hit me up that he lost the link. He's trying to come back in. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to give you guys some more takeaways from practice today from someone who was there. And then hopefully Nate will be back and we will determine whether or not he's just going to get the Jermaine Johnson jersey. But this was Leger Duzable, good friend of the show. CBS Sports NFL analyst, former Jet. He was at the Jet practice against the Giants today, and this were Lee J's takeaways from the day.
Had a few hours decompress from the Jets-Giants cross practice. I think one thing I wanted to share, what really resonated with me talking to different Jet players, is the energy that Aaron Glenn has brought into the building, right? And the realness. Like, he's going to tell you how it is, and there's not going to be any sugarcoating it. And it seems like players are thriving off of that, right? Because they know where they stand. And then the energy part, like talking to Quincy Williams, he talked about how there's energy level is different this year, right? They're always checking their energy level, whether it's in team meetings on the field. And you saw that kind of come to fruition in the first preseason game versus the Packers, the energy, the pure energy the Jets played with. So something that really like resonated with me with the conversation I had with different Jet players. Bit of a mixed bag today from Jets practice. Thought the offensive line did a really good job protecting, opened up a few holes. But there was one move the ball team period where the offense really struggled, and that Giants defensive line essentially took over that drill. Also on the other side, the Jets defense played really well. Majority of the time, thought in the red zone, though, gave up too many easy scores. So tomorrow, day 2, cross practice, Jets-Giants will be at Giants' home facility. Looking forward to being there.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lejay Duzable. Ladies and gentlemen, this right here is a signed Jermaine Johnson jersey that includes the certificate of authentication. Here's what I'm going to do. The poll is showing Nate running away with the yes, he's earned it. When the question was posed, should we just give Nate the signed Jermaine jersey? So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a daily raffle tomorrow. So everyone who's entered in this raffle, your entries will go automatically to tomorrow's first show of the day daily raffle. Now, Connor Long is going to do the first part of the show with me tomorrow because I am on the radio till 10 a.m. and I'm going to join Connor in progress. So I'm making the executive decision here. This signed Jermaine jersey will go to Nate and everyone who entered the raffle for the Jermaine jersey. You'll be entered in whatever the prize I will give away on the first show tomorrow. That sound good? I think that's a fair compromise, but let's check in with the man himself and see if that works for him. Nate, what do you think?
All right, I heard all that. That is amazing. I definitely couldn't. I lost everything earlier. I didn't hear you. I didn't hear anything that was going on. So I was just. I don't know how much of me you got yelling at people on the street. But that was very, very generous of you and generous of the chat. I didn't realize you were giving away such a big prize today. That's a. Now I have a collection now due to this stupid show. It's like now I gotta frame all these and put them up. I guess it's amazing.
You want a signed Sauce jersey, now a signed Jermaine jersey, not bad.
Yeah, got a signed Garrett jersey at a camp last year that he signed. So, yeah, can't complain. Got the Sean Ellis photo. I'm racking them up. Not bad for someone that never super chats or gifts. Free money, baby.
Pretty good. Also, yeah. I got some breaking news. I just realized I actually have a second Jermaine Johnson jersey. So I'm going to give this one to Nate, and then tomorrow on the show, I'm going to gift another Jermaine Johnson jersey. And I'm going to do that on the second show tomorrow. So to everyone who entered this raffle, second show tomorrow, because I won't be on the first show in its entirety, signed Jermaine jersey, you'll have a chance to win it on the second show tomorrow. I think that's the best compromise here. We want to reward what Nate did and then give everyone a chance who wanted a Jermaine jersey signed by the man himself to still win that prize. So we'll do that on the second show tomorrow. Yes.
Has anybody of the new subscribers have they watched or said anything since, or they just subscribed and then went back to their pedicabs or tourism?
We have not heard from any of the new subscribers you brought to the channel.
All right. If I go back to Giovanni, I'll get you. He was very interested in me for some reason. I bet you we can get him in the chat.
I enjoyed the Bills fan that.
Yeah, he was
screaming
I really
wide right to.
I think he's obviously when he gets home, because those city bikes are like 33 cents a minute. So he's not going to pull over and get charged to watch your show, but I'm sure he's going to get home. And now he definitely wanted to subscribe because I think he caught on that I was filming him, and he wanted to. I don't know if he figured out live that he was being documented, but public space, buddy. Sorry about it. So I'm sure he's going to watch, and he'll be a new Pat 6, whatever his name is, 6 ring, Patriots 12.
Well, Nate,
yeah.
You've had a lot of legendary calls. Today was an all-timer. Job well done, and if you want to stop by later to pick up your signed jersey, we'll make it happen.
You got the show on YouTube, subscribe! My guy! I think
Love it. All right, so the compromise again, if you entered for the Jermaine jersey, second show tomorrow, I will give away another signed Jermaine Johnson jersey. And come on now. Nate earned this one. Well done. Great job by everyone. That was incredible. All right, home stretch of the show here. I'm going to wrap up shortly. Shout out to Big Country. I just subscribed for my wife's accounting. That count for him. So you subscribed for your wife's account, Big Country. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see. I'm at 41,810. I want to get to 42K and then make the push to 50K if the Jets are relevant this year. That'd be fantastic. We're at 41,813. We're growing, baby. Things are happening. All right, I'm going to go back to Colin here because we lost his line. Colin, finish your call. Go ahead, my friend.
All right. Sorry, I know it's late. I'm not going to flip it around with the app here. I'm going to try to flip this around. But I was just drawing something up. This whole Breeze play thing was pissing me off because I know it looked like a duo play. But here, I think if you look at Olu and you look at Tippmann and you look at Myers, they basically triple team this tackle here. I don't think that should happen. Really, in duo, what I think should be going on is a tray block here between Olu and Rucker. And what happens is there should be an ace combo block here to one of the backers. I think they'd probably call this the Mike. They'd either leave this as a free hitter. I think they'd be hinging backside. The boot should leave this end. They're push cracking over here. All this shit's going on. But honestly, I think this is where it lies. I think we were supposed to get a double team here. And then what happened was this defender slipped through when it wasn't there. Brees saw it, tried to go C gap. It wasn't there. So that was pissing me off yesterday. That's what I think went wrong. Also, really happy to see Beck have a really good game. That was what I was really hoping for. I want to see the fullback thrive in this system. So I think they already liked him anyway. It just kind of put a stamp on him being there. And I think using him as an inline tight end and Mason Taylor being that kind of slot tight end, doing some Kelsey stuff, I think he's going to find the soft spots and everything. And Beck will still be the check down kind of guy. So I was really happy to see that, even though I didn't get to watch the game very clearly because I was golfing all day and then I went to the bar afterwards. So I was kind of doing an Andrew C routine, but just wanted to throw that out there. And like the pony package stuff, I think is going to be limited. Like Robbie said, I think it's, they have two different skill sets. I really don't see like how, unless they're both receivers or something, how they can both be there in the backfield at least. I think you could flex Brees out. But I was just thinking X's and O's today.
Well, Colin, I mean, you just kind of feel like you're a play caller, man. Maybe we should Photoshop you in this photo of Boy Green and Tanner Engstrand from today because, man, that was a great play breakdown, play design that you showed.
I coach high school, so I'm an OC for my local high school team, the place I graduated at. So I actually got a picture here. That's our team there. I don't know if you can see it, but so that's why I got the whole whiteboard set up down here in the man cave. We come down here, have our meetings and stuff like that. Got Jet stuff all over the place, but big time football. It's all off season. That's what it is. It's always football 24/7. So
I love it. Colin, you're the man. Great call. All
right. Thanks, Jake.
Ladies and gentlemen, this picture, by the way, of Boy Green and Engstrand is hilarious. This is a great photo. And like it looks, Gator, did you Photoshop this? Because Gator sent me this. And we know Gator's been one to Photoshop stuff, so I don't know what's real and what's not. Like, for instance, this also was sent to me by a listener, and I don't think this is real, but obviously you never know with AI these days what's real, what's not. Like, is this actually Richie from Jets Media with the fans today? Like, I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, more of your calls before we say farewell on our second show of the day. The Lup Man is next. What's up, Luppy? Luppy, I can't hear you. Your mic might not be connected.
Are we good?
There we go.
Do not trust AI. That's what I got to say first. Colin could be a regular caller on you to dissect some of the plays. That was really good how he did that. That was awesome. And Nate is one underrated Asmaniac. He really has been. And
Nate's
he's
fearless. That's what you gotta
Yes.
love. The man
Yes.
is fearless.
It's crazy too. I'm like, how does he do that for the city? How does he do that? I think every time I think he's getting killed, but he doesn't. He's awesome. But he's also one of the best Asmaniacs. He's most underrated, and definitely he's there at 1 seed this month for sure. At least I'm really excited about the team. I was happy, like you said, it's preseason, but better be on the positive side than the negative side. I love the fact that they are imposing their will on teams, that they were prepared. So I'm extremely happy that it's another step in the rung. They're doing everything right from when they hired everybody all the way up. They're doing the right thing. They're stepping by step the right way. They got a good test today with the Giants defensive line. And Aaron Glenn said it best. We won some, we lost some, and we're going to look at the tape. And he's a true coach. He's a true coach. And it's nice to see that. And I'm beginning to believe, as everybody else would say, So, Jake, I just want
believes again.
I'm starting, but I'm still on the 6-7 range. We got to see it in real time. We got to see real.
Now that is a hot take. Damn.
Lumpy believes. Wow.
We're getting there. But I'm still on the 6-7 range. Like I said, we got to see it in real time, real season. I like the fact that the offensive coordinator is actually scheming people open. You can see it. It's, is Justin Fields going to be able to keep up with that? Is he our quarterback for this? There's still a lot of questions, but I am extremely happy of the progress that we're making, and I think we're doing it correctly. We're building a culture that was never there before in the last 6 years, I want to say. So, it's something that I'm excited about.
Lou B, I thought, had a good super chat on this, Lumpy. He goes, this is what I saw. Justin was a perfect stud when the starting line was in. The second they put in non-starters, he looked like he was in Chicago again. I mean, look, they're going through the growing pains, and they're also going up against an elite Giant defensive line. So I think this week, to your point, is great experience for those guys. And Glenn's a real coach. He's going to coach them up. So I think there's a lot to be encouraged about.
And the fact he was a player too, he knows what to work on. He knows leverage, and everything is coaching from the get-go, and the culture is coaching. And like I said, we haven't had culture in 6 years, really. You think about it. And he's putting, it's 2 or 3 wins just for the way he's going about his business. That's what I feel.
Are you going to be at the watch party on Saturday?
I can't. My wife's birthday is the 17th. So I'm taking to an oyster fest the day before out in the East End. So
that's very nice. Well,
yeah, I would love
to
get
her to change her mind. I mean, we'd love to have her there.
I'd love to be there, Jake. I'll be there in spirit. You know what I'm saying?
You're the man. Great call as always, Lumpy. Appreciate you.
Busy.
The Lup Man checking in. By the way, shout out to Lou B. So the reason why Boy Green was at the practice today, I saw Paul posted about this on his Instagram, was because Lou B is a diehard Jet fan. I met Lou in person. Great dude. He took Boy Green to the practice today. Lou, were you the one who took this photo of Engstrand and Paul? This has to be photoshopped, by the way. There's no way there's a real photo. Boy Green, if you're watching, please let me know. Genergy says, why does Boy Green look like a bag lady? That might be the biggest shopping bag ever. Incredible. Who in the chat, by the way, is coming to the watch party on Saturday? If you haven't bought your ticket yet, do it and save $5 because it goes from 18 to 23 on Friday for the watch party of all watch parties. The Asmaniac watch party is just days away. We're live at T-Squared Social, Midtown Manhattan, steps from Grand Central Station for the Jets and the Giants. $18 ticket includes a Friday beer, a gangrene tee shot, and a raffle ticket for your chance to win tickets to Jets Panthers. Signed Aaron Glenn jersey, signed Wayne Corbett jersey. The food menu's electric. The drink menu's great. And it's preseason, so we're going to have fun because it's going to be an absolute blast. Come party with me and the Asmaniacs. I can't wait. $18. Beer, shot, raffle ticket included, and a great night watching the Jets and the Giants. Can't wait, folks. So excited. The preseason one we did last year might have been the best watch party we did because it was just a party, right? The game was secondary. It will matter a little more this year because I think the Jets are going to play their starters. The Giants too, probably. But it's preseason, so we get to sit back, a little stress-free football watching environment, and have a good time. JT will be there. Says watch party's about to be insane. Rich says hit the like. Amen. We have not heard from Mr. Beastbreaker today. I see on hold that it looks like he could be sleeping. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's find out if I am in fact correct. Beast, are you there? Beast Breaker. Beast. Beast Breaker going once. Beast Breaker going twice. All right. I'm going to sound the alarms, people, but I'll give people time to adjust their volumes. All right. If you're listening on the phone, on the TV, on the computer, turn your volumes down because it's about to get loud. Ready? 3, 2, 1. At ease, soldier.
Oh, I took a nap. Wow, that was a knockout. Yeah, we got holy mother of good God. Heavy rain is just showing up at my doorstep. Wow. But Saturday, are we ready? Get your tickets, folks. And if anyone's going into that Jet Giants meet up, get your tickets now. They're $18. Get them while they're H-O-T, hot. Ow! Ow! Ay. Now, let's go. Now, go close the show, Jake. Have some fun.
Well, hold on, Beast. We got some comments to respond to here. You wrote earlier, this generation is terrible. All of us stars who were born in the 70s and 80s, our favorite places are gone. It hurts.
It is true. It's happening.
What happened?
Everything's happening. Things are changing. The world's a little different. It's a lot strange. We don't have as many the nice places we used to have. Everything's disappearing right before our very eyes. I can see it right, even right here in this future we live in. It's very weird, and we don't know what to expect next. What are we gonna expect in the future? I don't know.
Now you also wrote, I don't know who the hell half my friends are anymore. It's gotten to a point where I need to redo myself.
It is true. I don't even know what the hell to do anymore because now the world's changed. Look what's changed. COVID changed not just every one of us, but our futures as well. It's done so much parental damage. Like you don't even know what to expect anymore. Like you don't know if someone's gonna turn. You don't know if you're gonna get jumped or anything else is gonna happen to you. A lot of things have happened to me. I've seen some changes. It's some scary stuff and some pretty intense, drag affairs. Now I don't know what to expect. The future is here, but we don't know what's going to come next. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. But for our boys, we're gonna be good. We're just fine. Brees is not going anywhere. Everyone, I'm gonna say it one more time. We're not going anywhere. Brees is not leaving. He says stick around. Sure, his budget might be a little low because he's had injuries. Leave the man alone. Let's just do our job.
Beast, how was the press conference today, by the way?
Enough of this. In the words of Eric Bischoff, all right, enough of this. Enough of this.
All right, Beast left. Beast, we'll see you later. Glad to see you were working hard today, enjoying that little 5 p.m. nap time. Gator says, Beast, you haven't seen shit from that attic. JD says, maybe sacrifice Joey and things will get better. Pat McAfee's tank top says, Beast, take a shower. Dana says, wait, that is the guy from Hogwarts. Gator says, you should change your underwear, you bastard. Tom A says, Beast has been through the depths of hell and back. Purple Belt Mike says, ask Beast why he blocked me. Beast, why did you block Purple Belt Mike? That's an interesting development here. What a show, huh? What a show. What a time. We're back at it tomorrow. 2 shows, 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon. Dylan Terraman on the second show tomorrow. Connor Long will start the show, and then I will join him in progress when I get off the radio. And as predicted, Beast has already returned to the show. Hello, Beast. I know you're there, Beast. I saw you.
Wait a minute.
Is a blessing.
Beast. I know you're there, Beast.
Bitch.
Beast. Why'd you block Purple Belt Mike?
No, I did not. That's a lie.
He says you did.
That's all bullshit. How am I blocking people when I don't even come on the internet?
He just wrote, Beast, why did you block me?
I did not. How in the hell did I block when I don't even know what the hell half of I'm doing?
Well, Beast, turn your camera on for starters.
Really had to freaking that. I know. Trying to get a nice nap in. Trying to get my life straightened out. I know.
Do you think by taking a nap at 5 o'clock in the afternoon that helps your life get straightened out?
You understand, you don't understand how hard it is to have 2 grandkids. Anything going good for you. Everything is all fight, isn't it?
I don't think so.
Everything's a goddamn fight. It's like when Lars picks at James on the some kind of monster video when James has to yell, yo, yeah, and I goddamn told you he's already in a shit mood, and you're sticking there, effing picking at me all night.
Hey, what happened to your forehead?
Took a nap. I took a long nap. I thought about a lot of things.
Gator says that you block everyone in doorways. You can't get by the bastard.
If you're talking weight and you're as mistakenly stuck in an identity crisis between shit, syphilis, and some other forms of disinformation beyond the shell of your own realm.
Jquest says, Beast, we love you.
No shit. And how I just put the words up? Oh shit, Sherlock.
Mike writes in, I drank lots of water today, thought positive thoughts, got a 3.2 GPA, and haven't lost a goddamn pound. This guy's a fraud.
Mike Dems, you can blow this down here, you jag off.
Big Country says, Beast, you look so much better since you lost 70 pounds. Congratulations.
No shit. What should I do next? How about I do this one guy called Andrew Dice Clay going, hey, riddle me this, riddle me that. Hey, tell little Miss Muffin I'll go get her a muffin, but before she takes a ride on my toffee. Okay? How about we move along here and do us all a favor and enjoy the rest of our days before we all get old and die. That's the way it's gonna be the next 30 years from now.
Gator says, how's my scale doing? You put batteries in that son of a bitch.
I mean, does everybody want me to do what Mike today did to Tony Schiavone back a long time ago? Everything's just fine. Everything's just fine. But if you're gonna stand here and throw your bad comments at me, then that's fine with me because I know where the nearest exit's at.
Have you thought about just getting on the scale and setting the record straight once and for all?
I take a nice long nap. Try to think about good things today. A lot of things have been bothering me. Let's see. I haven't. My own daughter doesn't even talk to me for almost a year. For some weird critical reason. And then
why would you take a nap during my show? Why didn't you nap in between shows today?
During these, I was thinking of other things at times. It's real hard to be a singles dad. It really is. It's not the easiest to be.
Lumpy says, Beast Muffin says hi to little Joey, and he hasn't called her.
Well, we don't have time on hands these days. Everything's different now. As a matter of fact, little gas action, when you got to fart, you got to fart. Can we all do that? Or is not now?
About Mike, he loves the dark night. He's got a green pool and he jumps right in. Maybe someday he'll get a brown belt, but for now he's just that purple belt Mike. Purple belt Mike. It might be purple, but he can still kick your dirty ass.
Beast, go into your Google account, go to people and sharing, and then you'll see a list that says blocked. You accidentally blocked me.
How in the hell? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, so look, go into your Google account on your phone or whatever, and then go to the tab where it says manage my account. Then go to people and sharing.
Wait a second. This is not making. How in the hell did I block? That doesn't make any sense.
If you hold on someone's name, if you hold your hand on someone's name, block comes up. So you must have accidentally did it to a bunch of people. But this is how you fix it. So in your Google account, go to people and sharing, and it shows blocked users.
Hold on, I'm gonna go into this damn department. Oh, what is
Hey, Beast,
that?
they're saying you sharded your pants. Is this true?
Oh, yeah. If this is gonna be a first grade show, I am swear to God, I'm already.
You just farted on my show. You have the audacity to call it a first grade show? You just ripped ass. You're no better than Gorman.
Hey, at least I'm 10 times sexier than Gorman. That's a goddamn thing. My ass gets more grass than the seat at the proctologist office.
At least I'm
You better think about that. All right, now it's
Beast is truly one of one.
I'm nuts. I'm more nuts than Gary is. I'm more crazier than anybody is.
You know what? Tough to argue with that, Beast. Oh, who is that? Who's in the Global Studio headquarters?
No,
hey, put the light on.
We got thunder going on right now.
Is there another human being in the attic?
That was thunder in the air. Very hard thunder. Very big.
I heard thunder. It came out of your asshole.
Well, hey, my asshole might be big, but you know what? At least my ass not two planets like Jupiter, Saturn, and Uranus. Just think of that. Think about that. Hey, I might be big. I might be bad, but at least my ass is not, too big.
Nobody gives a shit.
We covered a lot of ground there. I don't think he's going to unblock you anytime soon, though, Mike. You might be.
I don't think he understands how. That's all right. I can't see the comments then. His comments were funny.
I mean, half the time the mods throw him in timeout because he goes over the line anyway.
I don't see those. Oh, God, it's funny.
Well, PBM.
I got my Jets shirt on. Oh, wait, I wanted to say this before.
Yes.
So.
What'd you think of the Rothenberg show this morning?
Loved it. It was awesome.
All right.
Yeah, I'm glad that you called him out in the beginning, so that was good.
Yeah,
but he kind of sidetracked it. He was kind of like, "Oh no, I was saying,
Yeah, he threw a little shot, and I'm like, I listened, I heard, I got you. You messaging me, and then a couple people on Twitter shot me a DM too.
Yeah, but I was hoping that we would have destroyed them today. That way, you can really turn the knife into them tomorrow. But it kind of seems like it was really 50-50 with the Jets having a slight edge defensively.
Yeah, I think the defense has played well. The offense had moments. I mean, we'll see. In the grand scheme of things, the Jets dominated the Giants last year in the joint practices. They won 5 games. The Giants won 3. So take everything with a grain of salt.
I love how, I say I'm not going to buy any Jets shit, and I got a new Jets shirt, and I'm not going to a Jets game. I bought Jet tickets. So here we go.
Yeah, you texted me, do you have 8 extra tickets for the Panther game? I'm like, no, we sold out. You're nuts.
Yeah.
8. Look at you. You're all in.
All in, yeah. So I'll be there.
Ladies and gentlemen, PBM.
We're the freaking New York Jets, so we're built for this shit.
He sucked back in, folks. He is all in. Hey, I saw a comment from a listener named Corey in the chat that I wanted to highlight. He goes, I never call in, but I'm debating on going to the meetup. Corey, you're not alone. Most of my audience, especially the people that come to the watch parties, they never call into the show. And that's totally fine. People have work. People don't have time to call in. They watch it on delay. They listen on audio, whatever. Come to the watch party. It's going to be a lot of fun. And you'll meet a lot of the people who do call in. And then maybe you'll call in after that. I don't know. But definitely lock in your ticket. It's only $18. I think it's a great deal. You get a free beer, a free shot, and a raffle ticket. We're going to be giving away this framed Breece Hall signed jersey, tickets to Jets Panthers in our section with the Asmaniacs, Corbett jersey, Glenn jersey, and I have a couple other things I'm trying to finalize that I will add to the prize pool as well. But more people that buy tickets, the better the prizes will be, but those are confirmed for sure for Saturday. All right, we are just about done here. Let me just hit the last couple super chats, and then I will say farewell. This one is from Big Country. He says, I have the smokers going right now. We have enough room for little Joey. Smoked guinea pig wrapped in bacon. Beast, would you try smoked guinea pig?
Hey, Big Country. Hey, asshole. Go fuck yourself. Stay away from me, you son of a...
Nobody gives a shit.
All right, Beast, thank you. All right, one last super chat. Corey says, I was going to say leave Beast alone, and then he shat his pants on camera. Corey, very salient point. All right, that's a show. What a way to end it. Thank you to everyone who made it amazing. Nate, MVP of the show is Nate on the bike. If you tuned in late, you missed one of the great calls in the history of the show, so go back and watch it. Huge shout out to Robbie Sabo for coming on with his practice observations today. We're back tomorrow. We have a show in the morning at 10. Connor Long will start it. I'll join him in progress when I get off radio. And then we'll be back in the afternoon with Dylan, and we will recap the big takeaways from today's joint practice. On that note, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. I want to give a huge shout-out to our sponsor, FanDuel, for supporting the show. And, of course, reminder, we have our watch party Saturday. You heard me just talk about it, so lock in your ticket if you haven't done so already. Jets, Jets, in honor of Beastbreaker giving us a Charles Gorman, enjoy a throwback interview with the man himself that took place a year ago this month. We're here with Charles Gorman. Charles, you're about to get into your Uber, which I called for you specifically to leave Don Jose Mexican restaurant. Give us the breakdown on the night. Did you have fun?
I had a good time. People were very nice. The food is good. I'm sorry I couldn't stay for long. My parents wanted me to be home at a certain time. I know I'm a grown-ass man, but their house, their rules. If you guys want to, do something like this, I'll try to come to it. Anyways, have a good day and stay healthy and God bless.
Charles, thank you for the time.
You're welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, there he goes. Charles Gorman, everybody. One of one. A legend of our time. Go Jets. God bless America.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hey, here's the deal. Just got no chance unless you click on that like button. And you got to make sure you subscribe to the Jake Asman Show. You don't, you can get the f*** out. Now let's go, Asmaniacs. We're built for this shit.